I don't know if you guys can see me yet. I've never just started my stream just on the screen. I always have the starting soon screen. You had that happen to me too. You were smurfing on Discord. No, no, no. I was I don't know if you guys can hear me yet, so maybe I'll just wait. I'll just wait until I can actually hear. Hold on. Let me get my chat back up. Everything is starting back up, so I'm sorry if my computer's just like not happy with it. Other profile like you were smurfing on. No, okay, like I have two profiles on my computer. I have like I have my streaming one and I have my personal one. So okay, I don't know if you guys can hear me. Is it she loud? I'm here. I'm back. I think, but no one can hear me. It's just really awkward now. Okay, hopefully everyone can refresh their stream and return. I thought it would just like immediately come back on its own, but I guess not. A lot of times you do have to refresh. Ooh, that's loud. It sounds good so far. Thank God. Oh my God. It's really annoying when like technical stuff goes wrong. I just got possessed by a robot for a moment, okay? Okay, so basically what I was responding to you guys and then I realized no one was here. No one could hear me. It's fixed. Oh, thank God. I'm glad. Thank you guys for letting me know. I didn't know I'm gonna go back and look at that. Maybe it was I just sounded like a demon robot, possibly. I replaced myself with AI. Don't tell them. Don't tell them. Yeah, welcome in, my Astro. Yeah, I was just having audio issues. So I didn't really change anything. So I was like, oh, let me just restart my computer. And that's why I ended stream and came back. But I'm back. I'm back. The sound here is good. What happened? Yeah, it was just apparently I was very robotic. Very embarrassing. No, it's not embarrassing. It happens to us all. Sometimes computers just doing stuff, you know? But yeah, basically the other profile is what on my PC I have like a stream profile and I have like a personal profile, like my normal profile that I just use to like I have one like Windows user just for streaming. So that's what I meant. But like it was still like I didn't change anything on the stream profile, but on my other one I was like messing with some audio stuff for Discord. So I was like maybe that is like affecting it. Maybe it was like for all users kind of breaking something. I don't really know how that works, but maybe it was affecting it. I have no idea. And he said Discord does some weird audio stuff, but only if I'm actually in a voice call. Yeah, maybe like one of the apps I was using was like really messing with something. I don't know. But yeah, I'm glad it's fixed. I'm gonna try and like just delete everything that I was messing with before so it doesn't happen again. I didn't realize that well, I don't know if this is the case. Maybe just my computer was just being weird and restarting it helped, but I didn't think that other users on Windows could affect like other ones. But I guess there's some apps that are installed for all users. So maybe that's it. Or maybe there's some things that are like maybe I installed something that was like kernel level or something. Or some sort of like audio driver, who knows. Did you cut your hair? No, I did not. My hairdresser has been in Japan for a while. I think he just came back. So I can't even cut my hair if I want. I guess I could go to a different hairdresser, but that's crazy. Kimmy think it was her fault that she's never around and showed up today. No, it's not Kimmy's fault. It was I probably messed with it somehow yesterday. But lesson learned, I'll just restart my computer before every stream. That way nothing can be messing with it. Maybe there's some issue there, but yeah, I'll see what I downloaded yesterday and try and delete it. I don't like messing with that stuff, you know. Once my stream is set up, I just like don't want to change it. No, Kimmy, of course it's not your fault. If anything, stream gets 10 times better when you're here. But yeah, I'm glad it's back. Thanks for sticking with me through that. We've had a few tech support streams in our time. We've definitely we've definitely had our issues. One time Genshin broke before right before my stream, and it like wouldn't load up. So then I was like, oh, let me just uninstall Genshin and reinstall it. But I didn't realize that reinstalling Genshin would take like an hour, and I was like, oh, that was a disaster. One time my computer blue screened. I didn't know it was that long. I was like, oh, let me just do a quick install. It's like 100 gigabytes. Like it's not fast. Maybe it was Mita's fault. Maybe she got hacked. Maybe it wasn't her fault. I mean, yeah, I could have gotten hacked. Yeah, should just uninstalled it and installed something else instead. Nah, like World of Warcraft. That'd be crazy. But yeah, that was not a good idea on my part of uninstalling Genshin and reinstalling it. It takes way too long. But yeah, it's like Monster Hunter. You guys all have your own agendas, I see. But yeah, one time my computer blue screen, I just like was streaming and then suddenly it just died. And then I came back, I was like, guys, my computer blue screened. You just always gotta say, I know, I know. Every chance. I'm aware. I'm aware. And I won't hold you to it, don't worry. But I've had games crash a few times for sure. Um, I've had I've had Security Breach obviously crash, you know that game. I've had I've had Baldur's Gate crash as well. And that's why I stopped streaming because I was like, I don't think my computer can. It was like not doing well. After this, behind now she has an alter ego account. I bet Music Games isn't even her real name. Don't expose me like that, Jerry. No, I just have like Actually, um, my stream profile on my computer is called Miju. Um, and my normal profile is called Maya. So it's like it does feel like an alter ego situation. I'm like, let me log into the Miju account. It used to be called Streams, but then I changed it to Miju because that was nice. He just finished the honor mode run in Baldur's Gate 3. Oh my god, such a degenerate. How many runs have you done now? How many honor mode runs have you done? Miju and me, Jug. Oh no, the third one. That's true. Forgot about that guy. But yeah, it's a lot of alter egos here. Yeah, it does feel weird having those two accounts. But I've already named it that, and I can't go back now. Yeah, I'll have to. Restarting computers fixes every issue. It's not even wrong. Sometimes stuff just goes wrong, and it just if you just restart it, it fixes itself. That's always my first step. So you're already on 4 honor mode runs, bro. I thought you're like, I'm gonna take a break from Baldur's Gate after I finish my honor mode run. I need a little break from it. I don't think you ever took a break. If you took a break, it was like 2 hours. Like that was it, you know? I don't think I have the patience to do honor mode run. Took a break for like 3 weeks? I don't believe that. I think you played enough. If you average out the weekly playtime, you did not take a break, Like you played enough in the other weeks to make up for that 3 weeks that you weren't playing. So are you gonna install something else as well? True. Have you heard of a game called Monster Hunter? So much technical drama. It's okay. It's all been resolved. The robot Miju left, and now I'm normal human again. Definitely human. Yeah, I think the noise cancellation app once in a while makes my voice robotic-y, but it shouldn't be that much. And maybe they updated it since then, because when I first started streaming, I did use that software. But it like every so often it would cut out my voice. And then when I was playing I used to play like horror games at I used to play some horror games, and every time I screamed, it would like cut out. Like it would not work correct, which I guess like they can account for that maybe. But they should. They should. Like that's obviously me. It's not some random noise in the background. Yeah, so that's why a lot of the clips of me getting jump scared, it's like cut out, which I guess is not bad. Like, do you really, if you're watching my stream, do you really want like a loud screaming sound? Like, probably not. I feel like that would hurt your ears. So maybe the software was doing a favor. You're only here for this game. Oh no, you missed the horror games times. Um, I think my favorite horror game I played was definitely Alien. I think Alien was really fun, and they're finally making a sequel, which I'm very happy about. Because if you guys don't know what happened to the original Alien game, the Alien game originally, Alien Isolation originally underperformed, but then like years later, it became like a cult classic, right? Like it's really, really highly regarded now, and it's very, very popular. Like a lot of people know it. It sold very well like later on. But it basically like missed its window because they're like, oh well, it's not doing well like in the first like year or whatever it was. So then they were like, let's not make more. But now it's like so popular and everyone wants a sequel. Also, when the game first came out, IGN gave it a really terrible review. So the game is really good, right? Like the game is objectively quite good. But IGN gave it a really terrible review, which like it was kind of a review where like they did not understand what the game was going for. They got many things wrong in the review, and I'm pretty sure the person who played the game for the review didn't finish the game. Like they just kind of like they played like part of it, and they're like I like they were like they didn't like that it was a survival horror game. Like they were like like they just kind of like fundamentally misunderstood what kind of game it was. They were like, "Oh, I don't like I don't like this genre. Like I don't like this type of game. So I'm going to give it a bad review." And it's like, "Really? Like shouldn't the person reviewing the game like understand the genre of the game and like understand what kind of appeal this game?" It's like if I was a game reviewer and then they were like, "Oh, can you review StarCraft?" And then my review was like, "I don't really understand it. Like I couldn't figure it out. Like it's too boring. It's too slow." And I'm like, that would obviously be a really bad review because it's not for like that game. I'm not the target audience of that game. So if you just like it's like or if you had some like Roblox kid, you know, review the game, like it's not a. I feel like it's not an act. I mean, maybe you could have a review that's like, oh, maybe it's not like maybe it's not for general audiences, but these kind of people may like it. But then it's like, is that useful? The people who want to buy it are like people who are already into that. Yeah, like I feel like a review of saying like, oh, if you don't like horror, then like Alien won't be good for you. That's a really useless review. Like obviously, I haven't been listening to IGN ever since they claimed that Pokemon Omega Ruby Alpha Sapphire had too much water. Did it have too much water? What does that mean? Because you can like surf on the water, right? Yeah, IGN has some very questionable reviews. What do you guys think that like I'm a very strong proponent of being like, if you review something, or like if you're especially if you're a professional reviewer, or you should at least state this in the review, if you didn't finish the game, like or a movie, right? Like if you didn't finish it, I feel like you shouldn't give like a fully informed opinion of it, you know? Like you can be like, oh, I watched it first. You can give like a casual thing, like, I started playing it, but I couldn't really get into it. Whatever. But I don't think you can make like objective statements about the quality of the product or quality of the media if you haven't actually finished it. Unless, I mean, there's probably some situations where it's like, if it's like really, really bad, if it's like unplayable or like unwatchable for like half of it, then like fair enough. I can see that like you could leave a sometimes it's enough, but like you can't just be like if it was like only okay at the start, I don't know if you could really be like, oh, this movie is objectively bad. Like maybe it doesn't pick up till the second half. And welcome in, Ernie. How are you? Reviews are never and should never be objective. That's true. That's true as well. But I think there's some things that are objective, right? Like, I don't know. There's some things that are more objective. Like, not fully, but like more objective. Like, oh, if someone has like really, really bad, like, like the lighting is terrible, you know, like I think that could be objective. But I guess the whole as a whole, like, it will never be objective. Or if the acting is really bad. um, there was a time where they gave the last season finale to Invincible, like a 4 to 10, and the person they reviewed it didn't have any experience with the comic book media. Yeah, that's the thing, right? It's like, or like, if they're like really bad at the game, like that's like a classic game journalist, right? Like they're really bad at the game and they can't really play it well, and it's like, oh, it's too hard. Which is like a valid take to have, but like I don't think if you're not the target audience of the game, then I don't think you should like I don't think they should be the one reviewing it. And welcome in, Ratsi. We were discussing your pizza earlier. Hope you're doing well this weekend. Just having a nice, chill, lazy Sunday. That's a great way to spend a Sunday. So have I heard too much water? Way too much water. That's Miju's review on Genshin. Too much water? I mean, Genshin does have a lot of water. I think it's fine for someone to review something outside of their wheelhouse as long as it's clear to the audience that it's out of their wheelhouse. Yeah, I agree. I think there can be some. I think there can, like, I don't think they should only. Like we should only have reviews for people who already are predisposed to like it. I think there's some benefit to be like some games can branch out of their target demographic, right? Like for example, Baldur's Gate. Baldur's Gate was like it was a lot of people who are not into that type of game can still enjoy Baldur's Gate, and they do, right? So in a situation like that, it can be useful to have like an outside opinion, being like for example, me, like my review of Baldur's Gate would be very different to someone who is very familiar with D&D. What about my pizza? It looked really good. Yeah, it looked so good, and it's so sad you couldn't add the bananas. You're making taco bowls for meals this week with pre-packaged seasoning. Let's go. Is it the one in like the powdered one? It's actually not bad. But yeah, I think some reviews can definitely. I think you just have to be clear. Yeah, if it's like, oh, I'm not into horror games, you should be very clear about that, and you should not be like, this game is bad because I don't like horror. You know, like I think there's a difference there. I can't remember. It's been a while since I thought about the Alien Isolation review, but it's something about they were just like really incorrect, like about many things. But I'll have to go back and see it. Yes. There's definitely been some very infamous reviews. But I don't think these days I don't even think I look at like I don't think I when I want to buy a game, I don't think I look at like IGN. I don't think I've ever once looked at IGN for the review. I think I'm more likely to watch like YouTubers review it, but sometimes you like there's some weird YouTube reviews. Like especially there's really weird like slop movie review content, and there's really weird slop game review content as well. And it depends on the game. Some games it's like there's too many like Gamergate bros like reviewing it, and it's like you do not you do not want to get there. Same with movies as well. There's always like a good litmus test there. The sauce was a problem. Yeah, the sauce was definitely the problem. Yeah, that's the only thing that was problematic about the pizza for sure. But yeah, I don't know. I feel like these days with games, it's more like if friends play it. I usually whenever friends are like, "Oh, this game is good," I just ask like, "Do you think I would like it?" Because I feel like it's different, you know. Like if it's like, "Oh, this game is really good," versus, "Do you think I would like the game?" Sometimes it's no. Sometimes it's like, oh, the game is really good, but no, you would not like it. So I think that's an important question to ask your friends. As long as your friends are good at knowing what you like. You watch gameplay videos to see what it's like? I don't know if I do that. Do I? I think maybe I think a lot of times I do watch like a playthrough of a game, and then I'm like, partway through, I'll be like, oh, I kind of want to play this myself, you know? That's generally how I was introduced to a lot of games. And a lot of times I'm just happy to just watch the game instead. Like I'm like some game there's like I would say like mid, like half the games I like. I'd prefer just watching it. It's a I get to experience the game and I don't have to play it. Um, but it really does depend. Once in a while, there will be a game that I'm like, I gotta play this, you know? I've definitely had that. Like the very first game I ever played, I was like, I gotta play this. Um, and what else? One game, Detroit Become Human. That one was I went out to the store and I bought it. That was the first full priced game I ever bought. It was very expensive. But I was watching it and I was like, oh, I gotta play this. There's definitely some games like that. You watch a lot of gameplay videos for ones I can't play, and sometimes I just don't want to play it. You know, it's like it's like, oh, this game is great, and I want to experience it, but like I don't want to play it. Because watching a video for whatever reason triggers your motion sickness less than playing yourself. No, I think that makes sense. I think that makes sense. But yeah, it's motion sickness can be annoying. I don't generally get that in games, but recently I've been getting a little sick, like going on like the train and stuff like that. And recently, the last few flights I've been on, I felt really nauseous afterwards, and it's like the worst feeling. Um, you watch like three streamers playing it, and anyways, you play it. Detroit? Oh, guess what? This is my stream highlight for me. Like of all the time, this is my most I don't know how to say this, but basically the one time I got raided by Brian Deckard, who plays Connor. Brian Deckard and his wife, they do a stream. And one time he raided me, but he wasn't there. Like he raided me, but like they didn't show up. Like I think he just like one of their mods. I went into their stream and I saw one of their mods was like, oh, you should raid this girl Miju Game, and I guess their mods just like find someone for them to raid, and they don't actually go over. And I was like, I wanted to say hi to Connor from Detroit Become Human, but he was not there. But that's still he knows who I am, and I think he still follows me to this day. So I'll take the wins. Kimmy killed Connor so many. What? Sunny got it. Sunny got it. I love Connor though. But yeah, it's we've definitely had some interesting raids over the years. But that one is my favorite, I think. And then I was like, when it happened, I was like in the mod chat. I was like, Gwen. I was like, Gwen, guess who raided me? And then she showed up later, but he wasn't there, so we were both a bit disappointed. You were by mistake most of the time. Okay, that's fine. That's fine. He can die a lot. I can get raided by this guy in Meja Games. You should be. Isn't that your proudest Twitch accomplishment? Gotta introduce you to Twitch emotes. You gotta. Kimmy, you gotta open this whole new world of Twitch emotes. I have some follower emotes. Oh, she's already got it. She's already got it. We don't even need to teach her. But the other raid of like someone that was like kind of unexpected was a WWE wrestler. And I didn't know who they were at the time. They really like Zelda. And then they raided me. And then someone in chat, I think it was Future, he was like, "Oh my god." Like he was like, "Oh my god, I'm freaking out. I gotta go." And I was like, "Wait, is this person really well known?" Because I don't know anything about wrestling, right? I've never watched WWE in my life, but I guess they won some championships before. Like they were actually pretty big wrestler. And I was like, damn, that's kind of cool. Very random. Was it John Cena? It was not John Cena. That would have been crazy. I don't think he plays on Twitch. And welcome in, Milligram. Hope you're doing well today. No, I have some follower emotes. I think this one's a follower emote. Yeah, the one that Milgram used, the Wilkage. That one's follower emote. So there's some you can use for free. It's a good one. Or you can just use your channel points to unlock one. It's like I don't know. Maybe it's 100. It's 100 channel points. Yeah, you can use it to unlock one. That's as cheap as it goes. I can't make it. The Twitch does not let me make it cheaper than that. If I could, I would make it like one, but it doesn't work like that. They have a minimum. 100 is not too bad. I think you get it for like 24 hours. I think you remember when John Cena raided Riju? Yes, John Cena and The Rock both raided me. It was crazy. They just love Skyward Sword. No, yeah, apparently Adam Cole, the WWE wrestler, really likes Zelda, which is kind of cool. But every time I see him streaming, he's playing Halo. So I guess he really likes Halo as well. I don't know. But yeah, I don't know much about wrestling, but I know we have some wrestling fans in the chat, so we can just enjoy that memory. I think Skyward Sword was a bit of a crazy time. It's like the game has like a lot of motion control actions. There was a lot of spiders. There was a lot of speaking of the screaming, cutting my mic cutting out when I scream. I was screaming a lot at the spiders. Honestly, that was almost scarier than Alien Isolation. Because like, if you guys don't know, every Zelda game except for Breath of the Wild for some reason has a lot of spiders, and I'm like, I'm glad they got rid of the spiders because I probably would never have been a Zelda fan now if there was that many spiders in Breath of the Wild. Drop the Major speaks Japanese for a minute to 100 points? Nah, then I'll be speaking Japanese all stream. Killing me. Yeah, of course. Our favorite. I've been singing along to the English version a lot recently. I think I told this like a bunch of times. But the song, she sings so low. And Twice sings so high. And I'm like, let Gio sing in her range. Like, she chose the range of her solo, surely, right? Like, they probably let her choose a key. And she chose a really low key. Like, and so she's clearly more comfortable in the lower range. And Twice they're always making her sing so high. She's never gotten a chance to show off all her range. Speaking of spiders, how was your day, Ernie? Is Ernie a spider? No, she shared a video in the Discord. She was like, I have a video of 2 spiders fighting. And we were like, oh, that's cool. Can we see it? And she was like, yeah, let me share a picture. Let me share a video. And then it was a video of a cobwebs under her monitor. And everyone was like, Ernie, why do you have cobwebs under your monitor? And 2 spiders on the cobwebs under her monitor. And we're all like, Ernie, please clean your basement. So that's why. And welcome in Angel, need the streaks, but you found this thing called grass outside. You're gonna touch it. See y'all. Enjoy. Take care, Angel. I'll see you next time. You've been good. No indoor spiders. Got some outside on your. Okay, outside is fine. But yeah, I'm glad. Is your basement clean now? How is it looking? Your girl is next, lover. Of course. IU is our queen in the stream. We all love IU here. If you don't love IU, you get banned. They pop up so fast. So, I mean, yeah, if you have a basement, like, surely there's a lot of spiders in the basement. That's why I don't live on the ground floor. I don't want to be anywhere near. Clean them all, and more cobwebs appeared. I don't know what to do about that. Yeah, technically, like, living in basement suites is much cheaper in Vancouver, but like the one thing that got me, I was like, yeah, it kind of sucks having your landlords like above you. But then it kind of sucks not having sunlight. But the thing that really convinced me was like, oh, there's gonna be a lot of spiders if you live in a basement suite. And I was like, okay, it might be half the price of the rent to live in a basement suite, but to deal with the spiders. No way. I'll just pay the expensive rent. Thank you. The massive house fight? No, yeah, we cannot be dealing with those in a basement suite. It's so there's many downsides of having a basement or living in a basement, so I would not recommend that. Also, I like the sunlight. I feel like I spend a lot of time at home, so it wouldn't be fun to just live in a perpetual darkness. We like it down here. Are you a house spider? Basements are really cool in the summer. Yeah, that is the one thing. It would be really nice in the summer, but too many spiders. I'd rather be baking in the heat and no spiders. Your office is in the basement too. Yeah, I know, I know. But your basement has a large picture window, so it has lots of sunlight. Oh, that's good. That's good. Cause like sometimes it gets so dark in basements. Depends what kind of basement you got. But yeah, I was always jealous of my friends who had basements. Because my house doesn't have a basement. So like my parents' house does not have a basement. So it's like whenever it was summer, we would go to my friend's house and like we would hang out in the basement because it was nice and cool. But yeah, we didn't have that. Now I live in a glass. What do they call them? The glass shoebox with the. It's like a greenhouse effect. But yeah, it's I don't know if I'll ever own like a full home with a basement. That seems unlikely. Maybe a townhome. If I become really rich, maybe a townhome. That's just Vancouver things, you know? Gonna grab food. Enjoy, enjoy. Don't make a gross pizza. But yeah, I do kind of like the apartment living for now, though. I think it's quite nice. You don't have to worry about any. You don't have to worry about any repairs or any exterior stuff in your house. Like you don't have to do yard work or anything. I have a balcony and it's dirty as hell. Because technically you're not supposed to clean it with water that will drip down. I'm sure there's other ways to clean it, but I just never go on the balcony, so I'm just gonna let it be really dirty. The only time I go on the balcony is when I want to dust my PC. And then I bring my PC out to the balcony and then I dust it all off and then I come back inside. I don't use the balcony because there's always, whenever I look outside, there's a lot of bugs. There's always like a wasp flying around or a stink bug. There's so many stink bugs. This summer is not too bad, but a few summers ago there was like every time I look out onto my balcony there was like 7 stink bugs. Like I don't know why they were having like some sort of infestation. So we do not like that. It's better than a wasp, but not a stink bug. The stink bug. We had like a really bad year where they were everywhere. Like I would look out my window and like there would be like 3 on the window and like 4 on the balcony. I'm like, where? There's way too many. Are you done with work, Bear? GG's. I don't know what you say when someone's done with work. In Japanese, you could say like otsukare-san, which means like it's more like, oh, you worked hard, like good job, you worked hard. It's kind of like that, but there's not really like an equivalent. Um, you're letting the bugs dictate your life, man. That's how it goes. My life revolves around bugs. I'm like, oh, it's like, do you want to go on a walk? And it's like dusk. I'm like, no, can't go on a walk at dusk. You used to have a hammock on your balcony. Damn, that sounds chill actually. But unless there's stink bugs, that would not be chill. They kept getting in your house with stink bugs. Oh no, I guess they're in Minnesota as well. You saw a wasp eat a caterpillar the other day? How? Really? Can they do that? I didn't know wasps like eat stuff. I guess they eat bugs, yeah. All I've done since you started stream is drive to work and stop at Dunkin' Donuts. Okay. I mean, Dunkin' Donuts sounds good. We don't have Dunkin' Donuts here. When I think Ernie was talking about Dunkin' Donuts. Oh no. Was it Krispy Kreme? Because you were talking about one of them, and I was like, we don't really have Krispy Kreme here. And the Krispy Kreme donuts are so good. Stink bugs or spiders? Choose one. Oh. I guess I don't know, cause like both are bad. Cause spiders are scary, but stink bugs fly, and I think flying is worse. Cause at least the spiders will stay on the ground. Like if had to choose one bug in my house, the stink bugs are terrible. They're like this big. They're like this big, and you can't squish them because they'll be stinky. So I think I'll choose spiders, but a small spider. You're allergic to wasps. Oh no, that's even scarier. Now you have an excuse to run away, though. You take spiders over stink bugs. Spiders eat other bugs. True. Y'all got mid bugs. What do you mean? Did you spray the dust out of your PC onto your neighbor's balcony where they were sunbathing? No, that did not happen. It ate part of it and then rolled up the rest and flew away. Oh, it took like a little takeaway home. I was last night. You went to Dunkin' Donuts on Thursday. Oh, okay, okay. Yeah, I think you mentioned Dunkin' Donuts. And I thought you were talking about Krispy Kreme. I forgot Dunkin' Donuts exists. We don't have this here. We have Tim Hortons. Um, you have a video saved on your Snapchat of a wasp eating the inside of a dragonfly that died on the grill of your car. Ew! Hi, bye. Thanks for sharing. You thought you mentioned it at least? I think you mentioned, yeah, you mentioned something about, I mentioned something about donuts. I didn't know which one it was. But yeah, you guys have a lot of donut places. Krispy Kreme, Dunkin'. Like, we don't really have places that serve donuts like that. Like, we have Tim Hortons, that's it. I guess maybe they have donuts at, like, McDonald's, but that's not really, like, a donut place, you know? He's still watching his clothes on his phone. You have you on your TV again. Okay, nice, nice. Can be nice and big on your TV. Um, but yeah, it's I don't know. I think if there was a dragonfly in my house, I think I would move out. Like, I don't know what I would do about that. Haven't had a donut since Cuba, and those suck. Not gonna lie. Wait, what's wrong with Cuban donuts? What do they do to them? Were they not good? In Japan, they have Mr. Donut. It's a place called Mr. Donut, and they have really nice donuts. They have like really cute ones too. They're like, oh, these are like the Pokemon donuts that has a Pikachu tail, and I'm like, that's great. Thank you. It's probably better than Dunkin'. They're a bad donut. Yeah, it's hard to mess up a donut, but maybe they have. We do have lots of donut places though. There are some good small shops. Wait, so to the Americans in the chat, how often do you guys eat donuts? Because I feel like I have donuts like maybe every few months, like a few times a year. Like, I don't know. I feel like it's not a common occurrence. Is it do you guys just eat donuts often? Is that an American staple? You're like, oh, on Mondays we have donuts, and on Thursdays we have donuts. Just add more frosting until it tastes good. There's such thing as too much frosting though. I'm a big fan of just the actual donut part, you know? I don't like donuts with stuff inside though. I don't like the filled donuts, like a Boston cream or like the ones with the raspberry inside. I don't like those. Maybe a few times a month, so like almost once a week. That's quite often. I feel like I don't know. I just maybe I'm not I do love donuts. Don't get me wrong. Like I love donuts. I will destroy a donut, but it's just not something that comes up, you know? Canadians all wear big fur hats. Nah, nah. We all wear at least in Vancouver, we're all wearing like Lululemon. I went to Dunkin', you got a dozen, so you've been working your way through them with co-virus. Fair enough, fair enough. Made you out here with some pretty controversial takes. Donuts with filling suck. No, I don't think they suck. I just don't like them. There's a difference, you know? I don't like any. Yeah, I don't like any filling. There's always too much filling, and it's really messy, right? Because it just like starts like falling out. I think a small Boston cream is the only good thing about or from Boston. I don't know much about Boston, so I can't really speak on this. Don't go to Boston and say that. Bear will. Bear will do that. What's your favorite type of donut? I like just like a normal glazed donut. Like think classic, like the normal Krispy Kreme donut. That would be like my go-to. I think those are really good. Donuts with fillings are good, but you don't like cake donuts. What are cake donuts? Also welcome NPL. I like a good glazed one. Not too. I like a light. I like a light donut, like not ones that are like really heavily fried, like too dense. Maybe that's what Peel means by cake donuts, like the really dense ones. I like the airy donuts. Maybe like one with like a little bit of icing on the top, but not too much icing, okay? And I think the donut should have a hole in the middle, because usually if there's no hole in the middle, that means there's filling, and that's a that's a no go from me. We like apple fritters. Yeah, I like apple fritters, but sometimes I think they're too heavy, you know? Like I really like the like a really light donut, okay? Because I feel like sometimes apple fritters have too much of crunchy, deep fried part, you know? Apple fritters are probably your favorite. Yeah, it's not a bad one. Because Krispy Kreme donuts are really good too, though. The closest one to us is Iowa. No, that seems far. I don't know how far that is, but I'm guessing it's far. We don't really have Krispy Kreme here either. Um, Cake donuts are the thick ones. Yeah, I'm not a fan of those. Like the ones that are like bread, right? I'm not a huge fan of those. I think donuts should be lighter than that. In my personal opinion. Food that crumbles and forms a huge mess are not appealing to me. Yeah, it's annoying too. You saw a donut that looked like a filled one, but there was nothing inside. Yeah, why would they do that? It's debated. Berliners are the greatest pastries on earth. That's a strong take. The greatest pastry on earth? Jam filled donut. No, you know how I feel about the jam, the stuff inside. A jam filled is better than icing filled, I think. But yeah, I don't know. Don't know. I still would not prefer the jam to be inside. I don't doubt they can taste great, but bro, let me be clean at the same time. Sometimes it's worth it, but yeah, a lot of times like really messy desserts are not that worth it. You know, it's like you could just have something that's cleaner. Now you're hungry. Not that big of a fan of donuts, but go get some Dorito noodles. You're doubtful about the take, but Zirconia seems like a straight shooter, so you hold off judgment. Honestly, you have a good point. Zirconia doesn't often have cold takes. You know? No, sorry, he doesn't often have like really controversial. What is the hot take is the controversial one. He doesn't often have like he generally has well like his take. He never said anything really crazy. You know? Maybe he has, and I'm just forgetting. And welcome in Glory and Puppet. Hope you guys are doing well today. Jam filled needs to be evenly dispersed. I hate when it's one bite of jam and the rest is dry donut. That's true. Sometimes it's like all on one side, you know? It's like there's like way too much filling on one side and then there's like it's like empty on the other side. That can be really annoying too. That can definitely be an issue. I also think I always think filled donuts have too much filling, okay? And filled donuts have too much filling and cake always has too much icing. That's my take. I think there should always be less. Like most of the time, I feel like half the amount of icing would have been fine. So you're not like Lee's donuts since it is a heavier side. I like Lee's donuts, but not the filled ones. I think the non-filled ones are good. It is definitely a bit heavy though, but it's not bad. It's not bad. There's heavier donuts. And welcome in, Harris. Hope you're doing well today. I recently had the matcha donut from Lee's Donuts, and it was actually only okay. The matcha was like a little bit bitter, and like I know that's what matcha tastes like, but it was like not that good. I was like, oh, okay. Honestly, I should have picked a different one. Your cook taking care of a lot of stuff and looking after your family is intense. Good luck with that. I'm sure you're doing a great job. The donut talk. Any donut takes? What's everyone's favorite donut? Too much icing ruins a cake or pastry. I agree. Sometimes there's way too much icing. Krispy Kreme only in Surrey. I know. I mean, that's why I say like we kind of have Krispy Kreme here, but it's like there's like one. It's the same with Taco Bell, right? I think there's one Taco Bell in Surrey. I don't know what's going on with Surrey and why they have like the one American franchise location, but like yeah, and that's why we like technically have Krispy Kreme, but it's not like super close to Vancouver. Um, you like dryish dessert over desserts that are too moist? Kind of depends. Though. I don't know. Like, if it depends what it is. Like, I feel like I wouldn't want a dry brownie, right? Like, that wouldn't be good. Or like a dry cake, right? It really depends. Talk about KFC, the one in Surrey Central Food Court. Yeah, I've actually never been there. Actually, never been there. I don't go to Surrey much, but that sounds right. I've never had Taco Bell because I've never been to that location. You like glazed and blueberry cake, donut or cake. But it's glazed sounds like donut. What's your favorite type of cake? Um, I like my favorite type of cake is probably either there's a Japanese cake called monburang. It's a chestnut cake. That one's really yummy. Also strawberry shortcake, the Japanese one as well. Really good. And then one time, so my mom has like a skincare woman who does like facials for her. And she is from I forgot where she's from. Did we was she from Ukraine? No, she wasn't from Ukraine. She okay, now I can't remember. But yeah, she was from somewhere in Eastern Europe, okay? And she made this cake that was like lemony and there was like a wafer on the top, and I'm pretty sure it's called oblotny. And I was like taking picture and I was looking Serbia, maybe the Crony remembers more than me. Yeah, because um we had this huge discussion in the chat. We're like having like a detective investigation about this cake. I was like, guys, what cake is this? Because I did not know what it was. And that cake is so good. It was life changing. Um, it's a combo when you have a combo fast food places, but most are gone now. I guess so. I guess it's a combo one. Is Surrey part of Vancouver? Or is it another city? So there's Vancouver, like the city, and then there's Greater Vancouver. Surrey is part of Greater Vancouver, but it's not Vancouver, the city. Talk about at least in Miami was so good in 2018. Now I don't like it that much. No, they put too much Dorito powder on stuff. um, they have Taco Bell on Granville. Really? I didn't know that. Okay, I'm not downtown that much, but maybe, yeah, okay, maybe they do, yeah. I have not been. I don't feel like a strong desire to go to Taco Bell though. A lot of people are like, a lot of people say sorry, Taco Bell is not super worth. They're like, it's not that good. Have you tried mochi? Yeah, I'm Japanese, so I've had mochi many times. It is great. I love mochi. You like carrot and red velvet. Oh, carrot cake. Yeah, carrot cake is top tier for sure. Go to Granville Street. You never had chestnut cake, but sounds yummy. It's really good. It's really good. If you're ever in Japan, give it a try. Or if you're ever at like a Japanese bakery, give it a try. Chocolate carrot cake. You keep pushing that, Ricky, but we have yet to try it. We have yet to try it. Maybe Zirconian tried it. He said he saw it at the grocery store. But they have Taco Bell. It's always with KFC. Maybe they have some sort of deal in Canada. It's cheap food. It's not going to be top tier, but sometimes I just crave Taco Bell. I'm not a fast food guy. I don't know. I don't really enjoy fast food. I also think it's too expensive for what it is. At least here in Canada. Like, a lot of times you can get like McDonald's, like a McDonald's meal is like $10 to $20. And it's like, really? Is that worth it? I could get much cheaper, like a really good like Asian food or something for that price. And welcome in Yakamoto Food Talk. Yes, we're back to the food talk. How are you? Carrot cake is top. Yeah, carrot cake is a really good cake. Talk about isn't as good as it used to be. That's like every place, no? I mean, and like every place is not as good as it used to be, and it's more expensive. Strawberry mochis are awesome. Yeah, there's a thing called ichigo daifuku, and it's like mochi with strawberry inside, and usually like red bean or some sort of like icing inside. It's really good, if that's what you mean, or just like strawberry flavor. Um, you only go for soups and Hobbs pickles. Still expensive for the fish and chips. Where? Taco Bell? That doesn't sound right. Taco Bell doesn't sound right. Are you talking about Granville Island? Oh, Granville Island. Yeah, you must be talking about Granville Island for the soups. I was like, Taco Bell. Yeah. They have it was good. The soups in the bread. That's always a fun time. The soups and the bread. I don't like getting the Lee's donuts at Granville Island because like they're always covered in flies. Cause like they're like it's like an open market sort of, and like they're always outside. They're always covered in flies. I'm like, oh, I know it's not like unsanitary, but like I don't really like that. If you don't like food talk, just wait a bit and it'll invariably circle back to weather talk. It will come back to some weather talk, or we'll start talking about some like game or something. That will happen as well. But like the food talk is where we can all unite, you know, like some like with games, like not everyone plays the game, right? With the movies, not everyone has watched the movie, but we all eat food. I would not recommend following Ricky's advice when it comes to. Oh, okay, okay. We've heard it here from the source. Okay. What are some weird things that Ricky eats? Oh, the acai bowl with chocolate? That was a bit strange. Like, not everything should have chocolate on it. Even the dollar menu is expensive at McDonald's. I know, yeah. They don't have the dollar menu. Do they? I don't know. I just think fast food is not worth it. You know? You don't go. You should go to Taco Bell. You love soft tacos more. Wait, they only have hard tacos at Taco Bell? I'm a soft taco person. Because a hard taco, it just crumbles apart. Speaking of messy food, it crumbles apart. Flies on food. I know. That's why I don't like it. And welcome in, Faith. Hope you're doing well today. You guys are too scared to try. Okay, okay. Acai bowl with chocolate sounds a ball. Okay, well, at least you have Yokomoto on your side. You go to La Taqueria, the taco shop here, since it's cheap. Ooh, is that the Korean taco place? Or am I wrong? We know Ricky don't got that dog in him because dogs can't eat chocolate. True, true. Don't let me start. We need to hear it, Kimmy. Spill. Love the plushies. Thank you, thank you. We got a lot of plushies here. I'm doing good. Hope you're doing well today, Faith. Your whole vibe is cool. No, you. Talk about absolutely soft tacos, at least in the U.S. Maybe they didn't bring them over. We only have hard tacos here in Canada. You're not eating the hard shell tacos correctly. They always fall apart. I never learned this way. I'm sorry. No one taught me how to eat hard taco. What is the correct strategy? We don't have a lot of. I mean, we do have a fair amount of good taco places here, but like we're not like there's not a lot of Mexican food here. They have the Cantina's chicken soft taco at Taco Bell. How do you feel about barbecue? I love barbecue. All barbecue. Korean barbecue, Japanese barbecue, Southern barbecue. It's all good. The only good thing about fast food is that it's served fast, and sometimes it's not even the truth. That's true. Yeah, that's true. But yeah, I'm not a fast. I just don't like eating outside. You know, like, cause like I think it's expensive. I like eating at home. I'm always like, oh, I have food at home. I could just eat that, and I'm like, cause like at least here in Vancouver, getting a meal at a restaurant is at least $20. It's like 20 to $30. You know, so it's like, it's a big choice. You're well. I just got home from the store and trying some new churritos. Oh, anything good? Your taco wrap and prefer. Honestly, if I go to Chipotle, I get the bowl. It's just easier. And welcome in, Frogada. How are you? I hope you've been well. Um, it's right beside Lee's Donuts. Oh, okay, okay. Yeah, that is not the Korean taco place I'm thinking about. Something called Muddy Bites. They're ice cream cones with chocolate in them. That sounds good, actually. I love. I'm a carb enjoyer. Okay, so my favorite part about the ice cream sometimes it's a cone, especially a nice waffle cone. I want less ice cream, more cone. You need to hold them. One hand, holding it from above, and slight tilt to the side with your head tilting in the other direction to make as much of a vertical bite as possible. A vertical bite. Oh, okay, okay. Wait, vertical? Like your tooth is at the gap? Or your tooth is right at the like if this is a taco, is your tooth like here or is your tooth like here? Eating out of place is definitely expensive. It is. It is. Um, I'm glad you're enjoying the ice cream cones. The other hand under in case anything falls out. That's always a must. I say that we're absolutely door dashing some food for lunch. Oh, what are you guys getting? What has been your favorite dish you've made so far? I'm not that good at cooking. I'm not that good at cooking. My go-tos are usually make like a Japanese curry. I make kimchi fried rice. I make kimchi soup. um, I make yakiniku. Not yakiniku, sorry. Sukiyaki. Yeah, a lot of stuff. Very, very simple stuff. So I've never made anything like groundbreaking, honestly. She loves bread. I love bread. Maybe a cooking stream would be cool. I've done one. I've done one. Um, we've done cooking. We've done a lot of baking streams, but the one cooking stream I did, I think I made gimbap. These will be right up your alley. Yes, that does sound really good, actually. They have a snack like that in Japan. The pink ice cream cone one, but it's not ice cream. It's like just like some chocolate. Vertical bite, you gotta unlock your jaw like a snake. Maybe Yokomoto just has a massive mouth. Been good. Gotta hit up the other side of Canada in September. Ooh. As far as I've seen, Toronto's expensive as Vancouver. It is. Yeah, it is. You're going to visit? We have a K-pop topic here. We do. We are listening to K-pop right now as we speak. It's hard to explain. You need to give us a demonstration. What's everyone's favorite band? The K-pop band? Hmm. I like Blackpink. I like Blackpink. Bread, pasta, potatoes, sweet potatoes. Yeah, yeah. I'm more of like, yeah, I just like bread mostly, you know? But all those are good as well. Croissants, yum. It is really easy to make too, because you could just, it's like the roux. You like buy the roux, and you don't have to season anything. If you're talking about food though, you love miso. Like just miso? Or like a miso flavored things. I don't think you could just eat miso on its own. Maybe you are. I don't know. Um, and katsudon. Oh, katsudon's so good. Oh my gosh. I haven't had that in ages. High carbs, yeah. Miso soup, you mean? Miso soup. Okay, okay. I was like, miso is like a paste. Maybe you're eating that. Or like miso ramen. I don't know. Dessert in Japan? No way. I mean, I actually prefer Japanese desserts. I prefer Asian desserts because they're less sweet. Because I find Western desserts sometimes it's really sugary. At least North American desserts. I think like a lot of times European desserts are less sugary. But here it's like sometimes it's like just sugar. You know, it's like really not great. Miso based broth. That's really hard to say. Miso based broth. You can live on that in ramen, like the drink. Blackpink is classic. You're a KDA normie? I went on a KDA comeback so badly. Your favorite band is releasing their debut album in a month. Oh, I hope it's good. I hope there's no filler tracks. She must love to go to the Asian bakeries. I do. I do. I'm pretty much exclusively go to the Asian bakeries, or maybe sometimes Italian bakeries. Never had a ramen though. That could be good. Yeah. Miso ramen is actually not my favorite personally, but it's good as well. Uncle Tetsu? No, I'm not a cheesecake enjoyer. I'm sorry. Um, all the French style bakeries in the train station in Japan. Yeah, there's so many like French fusion cake places in Japan, and they're all really good. They have a lot of like um they like I'm guessing like technically there's a lot of things I didn't know were actually like European words. Like for example, I thought Montblanc was just like a Japanese word that they just made up. But then like no, it's Mont Blanc. Like like French, you know? I was like, I did not know that. And then also there's this cake called Baumkuchen, and it's like a German cake. And I did not know this. I was like, I thought they just made this word up. But I was like, now that I think about it, I guess it sounds German, but it's kind of like it's hard to it's hard to hear when you like when you Japaneseify it. Um, you're currently falling in love with Big Ocean. They're newer. Oh, I've never heard of them. We used to have a really good French cafe bakery here, and I was so sad when they went out of business. Oh no. Yeah, French pastries are really good, but I like French Japanese pastries for sure. But yeah, there's some good ones. Cause in Japan they just make it. They just like do something. Like they just Japaneseify it. It's like less sweet. It's like light. It's like very. It's much lighter. You know. So I kind of prefer that. When I was a kid growing up, I've definitely preferred um Canadian pastries and stuff like that. But now as I get older, I prefer less sweet stuff. These days I'm like, oh, like every time I get like a candy or like a baked good, I'm like, oh, this is too sweet. Like this is too sugary. This is too oily. Like these days I'm like, I have the food tastes or the sweet tooth of like a grandma. You know, it's like I like sweet things, but like not too sweet. I just don't like when things are really sugary. Like you know, like the worst for me is like you know like the grocery store sheet cake, and like you know the icing on that just like it's just pure sugar. It's like not good, right? It's like there's a difference between sweet and sugary, right? I like to buy sweets, but I'm bad at eating all of them. Like you're bad at you just eat them all, or you're saying that you leave them? Because like I leave them. I buy snacks and they sit in my pantry for like 2 years, and I'm like, oh, I forgot about this. Japanese Kit Kats are divine. They're not my favorite. I feel like sometimes the flavors taste weird. I'm sure there's some good ones though. I prefer like other Japanese candies. French shop bakery, but cute Sanrio character cake. That's my weakness. If I see something at the store and it's like, like, do you want this pastry? And I'm like, oh, I don't really want a pastry right now. They're like, it looks like cinema roll, and I'll be like, no way, I need that. You have a stash and you definitely forget. Oh, okay, I'm the exact same way. I'm the exact same way. Um, you love your Japanese food. Japanese food is superior, not to be biased. You have a desire to travel to these places? Yeah, you gotta check out the cute Sanrio cakes. Yeah, there's a lot of Kit Kats. You go to Don Quixote, and there will be infinite Kit Kats for you to enjoy. More of a reason to learn the language. You can go to Japan without knowing Japanese. Don't worry. There's plenty of people that have gone without knowing Japanese. You will not. It will be fine. Not to say it doesn't help, but like you'll be completely fine. And welcome in, Dennis. Hope you're doing well. Need to find some dashi for broth. Yeah, I don't know where to get that. You could try Fujiya. Do you know Fujiya? Um, I don't know because like my mom makes it. My mom makes it, or we like buy stuff from Japan. And welcome in, Profit. Hope you're doing well today. Yeah, a lot of things I'm like, yeah, my mom just makes it at home. Like sometimes people ask me like, oh, where do you get like the sauce for the soba noodles? I'm like, my mom makes it. I don't know. I just bring it home. You're doing good. I'm glad. I'm doing good too. Thanks for asking. Um, Samako? What is samako? You like the samako fish? I don't know what that is. I'm so sorry. Um, yeah, there's a lot of good fish ice cream. Oh, the ice cream in the shape of a fish. I think I know what you're talking about. I didn't know what it was called. I never go for that one. I always go for the mochi one, Yukimi Daifuku, the one in the red package with the mochi with the vanilla ice cream in it. That one's so good. I also like the milk ice cream bars. It's called like vanilla bar, vanilla bar. Um, and that's usually my go-tos. I usually don't get the other ones. What is Fujiya? It's a Japanese grocery store. It is on Hastings. It's like if you look it up, there's only one. It's like really I don't have a good geography. I've been here my whole life. I could like describe where it is. It's near Second Narrows Bridge. A little bit south of that. Is it near? Maybe not. I think I'm making stuff up. It's in like East Van somewhere. If you look it up, you'll find it better than me describing it. I have the worst sense of direction. Um, Everything is just like one block to me. I'm like, I can point vaguely where stuff is on the map, but like I cannot. I could not give a I cannot give a description. You have sort of imports where you can go through for some things that are Japanese imports. Nice. We have so many Asian grocery stores here because like it's Vancouver. Near Cole Harbor. Is it near Cole Harbor? Let me look it up for you. Fujiya. It's on Clark Drive. Is there more than one? I feel like there's only one. It's on Clark and Venables. You've never had Korean food? Oh, you're missing out. You're missing out. There's so much good Korean food here. There's some good stuff. Although I'm kind of bad with spice, so it causes some issues for me. But other than that, yeah, it's on Clark and Venables. That's the video. It's really busy around lunchtime, so I'd go and like not at lunch. Found the one in downtown. Is there one downtown? There might be. It might be smaller. He was open to trying. That's good. Okay, I'm just gonna go to the bathroom. I'll be right back. Enjoy the Malamart in the meantime. Is it gim? It's kind of like kimbap. It can be romanized in either way. Okay, I'm just gonna go to the bathroom. I'll be right back. Enjoy the Malamart, and we'll continue the food talk when I'm back. BRB. Yeah, okay, I'm back. It really is so hot out. I didn't realize how sweaty it was, so I came back to my chair. And I'm like, oh, I felt the air on my back, and I was like, oh, I'm very sweaty. Anyway, I'm sure you guys really wanted to know that. Are you just listing foods, Glory? You good? Most sushi places here are taken over by Korean. Yeah, there's a lot of Korean run sushi places, but they're still pretty good. There's just way more Korean people than Japanese people. You know, we have there is a fair amount of Japanese people in Vancouver, but not as much as like Chinese people or Korean people. So it is what it is. There's some good places though, for sure. Then we hear like the Meiji Panda cookies. No, I don't like those. I have a vendetta against them. I think the koala ones are better. Because I think the panda ones are too greasy. Like, why are they so greasy on the outside? I don't get it. I don't like them. It's very warm today indeed. It's too hot. Yeah, I'm melting slightly, but it's gonna get worse tomorrow, definitely. There's a koala one. Yeah, there's one called Koala's March, and I like that one better. Check it out. But I think it's like a personal preference thing, like I like I don't like when you touch a snack and it like makes your hands all dirty, you know? I think it's a bit annoying to me. If only you had central air. Send yours over. I'll take even your 40-year-old central air. But yeah, when I move one day, hopefully I can find a place that has central air. It is not super common in Vancouver, but you know, maybe I'll be able to find one. It's a solid 21 degrees and sunny here. That's a pretty nice temperature, honestly. I would take that. It's hitting like 30 today. It may be old, but it works. I know, I know. I'm jealous. But I guess it's much hotter for you guys than me. Like at least here the nice thing is like we have really even if it's hot, it's like really dry heat. It's like so dry. Um so that's definitely way more tolerable than humidity. But it's still not great when you don't have AC. During the afternoon, it'll be really hot. I know, and it's gonna be even hotter tomorrow. Apparently, I'm not looking forward to it. My house is about 18 C right now. That's cold. I would be cold in that. Even if I had central air, I would be like, try to like have a like. I'd be like, oh, let me bring the temperature down to 25. That for me, that's like how like 24 would be fine inside. It's 39 here. Oh, okay, okay. Ricky just flexing. That's terrible. You like a cold? You're a sweatshirt girly? Really? You turn up the AC and you put on a sweatshirt? I feel like it's wasteful. No? Um, I just dress like this at home and I tank the heat. But if I yeah, I would definitely not have it too cold. I'm not a huge fan. Flexing miserableness. Yeah, exactly. You're like, wow, I'm dying more than you. Kavara's pays for it, plus he is a toasty boy. I'm jealous of people who are not cold all the time, you know? The right temp for him. I mean, he should pay for it if he's a toasty boy, you know? That makes sense. But yeah, I'm just very I mean, I've talked about this before, but like ever since I started Pilates and I was like I'm not like super muscular now or anything like that, but I was definitely like had zero muscle before. And then so since I started Pilates, I think I converted some of my fat to muscle. And since then, I've been like really cold all the time. Like I just like before like I would be comfortable in winter in like a certain jacket, and then now it's like I need to like layer up. Like I'm like, oh, before like if it was like 5 degrees, I would be like mostly fine in like a certain jacket, and now it's like I'm like freezing, and I'm like I don't like this new life, you know? Like I have to wear like my heat tech layers, and I have to wear like a really big down jacket, and then I'm like still cold, you know? I think the usual is more like 20 C if I'm converting right. Oh, that sounds about right for a temperature, for a AC temperature. You run so warm most day. I guess that can be worse too. Like on a hot day, you can't really cool down. And you exercise, you swear. I mean, that's fine. That's fine. Yeah. I mean, you get even warmer when you exercise. We're just yapping today. Any Genshin? No, Genshin's on Wednesdays. I don't know what I'll do on Genshin yet. I don't know if I've given up on Stygian yet. I'm not sure. It's 29 C. Oh no, that's hot. I think it will reach about that today here too. Outside is 26, feels like 28. And it's like really humid, right? Ernie was telling me that her glasses fog up because it's so humid. I'm like, that sounds miserable. Don't take the Saturdays. I wasn't gonna. I'm not gonna play Genshin 2 days a week. You know what I mean. Yeah, you know what I mean. Genshin's for Wednesdays. Um, Gotta grind out whatever that is. Stygian Onslaught. It's like, okay, imagine it's like honor mode. Involved. Okay, okay. Imagine if there was a boss fight and it was like you have to fight 3 Catherick Thorns. It's like that. It's so humid. Your windows are all foggy this morning. That's gross. Do you like any K dramas? I don't love K-dramas that much, but there's a few I have really enjoyed. We are definitely Hotel de Luna enjoyers here, as because we love IU. I love Business Proposal. Kim Sejong is one of my favorite idols, even though I don't know if I'd really consider her idol these days because she hasn't released a lot of music. But Kim Sejong, love her. And I also really like, what other dramas have I really enjoyed? I don't know. I like a lot of variety shows as well. I'm a big Running Man fan. This is a Running Man name tag. Um, oh, Uncanny Calendar. Yeah, she's in that as well. I do like it. I wouldn't say it's like top three though. Like I love it because like Sejong's in it, but like in terms of like the quality of the show, I wouldn't put it at top three. You know, it's kind of it's a bit cheesy at times, and not the best written, but it's still good. It's still like an enjoyable watch. You're ready for autumn, aren't we all? Yeah. Summer is fun and nice, but yeah, the heat is not great. You recommended Coffee Prince, Boys Over Flowers, and I'm checking out Attorney Woo. Oh yeah, we have a lot of Attorney Woo enjoyers in the chat for sure. But Boys Over Flowers is a bit old. The older K dramas sometimes don't hold up that much. Like you know the K drama tropes where the guy is like kind of abusive. You know what I mean? The older ones definitely have a lot of that. You watched Sidoi's one, Itaewon Class? I did, but I didn't finish it, I think. Sorry. um, I think Squid Game season one was really good. Like I don't like I know it's like a very like boring answer, but it's still really good. Um, and yeah, I don't know. I don't know if there's any that I put like really high up like that, you know? I haven't watched the Korean Boys Over Flowers, but I did watch the Japanese one when I was a kid. It's a Japanese one. If you guys know Arashi, it's kind of like imagine like the Backstreet Boys of Japan. It's like those guys, and they play like the F4, the flower four. Okay, Boys Over Flowers is really cringe, by the way. That's like, who came up with this? It's like she goes to school and there's like the top boys in the school, and they're like, oh, they're called the F4, and they're like, what's that stand for? Flower four. What a lame name for the cool boys at school. Like imagine it's like you have like the Heathers, you have the Plastics, Flower Four. What? Who calls them the Flower Four? So weird. Um, yeah, it can be the older ones can yeah, the older tropes are really not great. Like it's like the guy is so mean or he's like almost like physically abusive and you're like, "Ooh, is this romantic?" I don't know. I don't think it is. The Taiwanese boy band? No, no, no. It's just part of the drama. Can you maybe watch the one from 2011 that she used to like and got yeah, yeah. The old ones don't age that well. Like there is some really like there's some good ones from back in the day, but like yeah, they don't age great. I also like a lot of yeah, like I said, I like a lot of variety shows. I love Running Man, but these days I don't watch it as much because like a couple of the members left and it's not as funny anymore. Um, I love Physical 100. I loved Devil's Plan. Um, yeah, I've enjoyed both seasons of those shows. I would say my friend recommended You're Beautiful, which is about idol band, and they're very funny. Yeah, I don't watch a lot of K dramas unless it's like one I know that's really good. Because like there's a lot of like mediocre K dramas out the same with like Western shows. There's a lot of mediocre shows out there. So it's like I gotta just watch the ones that I know are really good. And I think yeah, Business Proposal was definitely really enjoyable. That was like a breath of fresh air, honestly, because it was tropey, but it was like in a tongue-in-cheek way, right? Like they were making fun of the K drama tropes for sure. And I thought the characters were quite likable. Kang Tae-moo was like only mildly abusive, and that's a win. That's a win in K dramas. And Hotel de Luna was obviously like a subversion of that, where IU, the woman, held most of the power in the relationship. So that's a nice subversion. You watched You're Beautiful? That's one of the old ones Kimmy told me to watch. You won't like it. Thank you, Ricky. The Glory. I couldn't watch it. I was like, oh, I can't watch that. It was disturbing. I don't want to see the curling iron burning. Sometimes they can be sweet. Yeah, yeah, they can be sweet. I like this. I think the funny ones can be more sweet. You thought Woo Young Woo was very sweet? I haven't heard of it. Did you think the germaphobe was a bit of a tsundere or what? And welcome in, Mr. Bug. How are you? Any luck with the Umbreon EX? Welcome back, Carrie. Ricky was telling me about some K-dramas that you had to watch. Woo Young Woo equals Extraordinary Attorney Woo. Oh, okay, okay. That makes sense. No Umbreon, yeah. Wait, which one is it you want? I was looking through the, like, Jack and I were looking through the recent set, and there was a few Umbreon EX. We weren't sure which one you meant. I don't have any Umbreons this deck, though. I had the Umbreon from the last one. You're totally anime nerd. We are no anime chat. No weebs allowed. We have a long list to watch. Oh no, Ricky's in for it. But yeah, I don't have any K-dramas on my list personally. You're gonna head out. Kavaris and I are gonna watch a movie while it's because I said no weebs allowed, right? But yeah, thanks for hanging out, Ernie, and enjoy your movie and lunch. And welcome in, Derek. Weebs out. No weebs. Definitely not a weeb. Just a fan of anime. Not sure about that. Don't want to dwell on. Yeah, the current set Umbreon has an EX. I see. I'm sure you'll get it though. The set just came out. Reply 1997 was good. That's my vibe. I like a good nostalgic. I like a good nostalgic show, especially K-dramas. Like the nostalgic ones are my favorite. Also, like speaking of nostalgic, I always talk about this movie, 20th Century Girl. Have you guys seen that movie? It's not a drama, but it's a movie. And it's really sweet, but kind of sad. I like that kind of vibe, like you know the 80s coming of age films, like those are my favorite. So like any movie that has that vibe is I love them. You love them, not the ones from 2011. They don't age well. I watched a lot of dramas as a like J dramas when I was a kid, and a lot of them do not hold up. That was just 2 out of 3. That's not a good track record. 2 out of 3 he didn't like. That's not a lot. But yeah, I don't have any K dramas that I was thinking about watching. You didn't realize there was drama? Oh, there are. Of course, there's J dramas. You think Japan's just not making shows? Oh, two or 3. Oh, okay. I thought you meant you watched 3 K dramas and Ricky hated 2 of them. I was like, that's not great. So you've watched like significantly more than 3 is what I'm hearing. Ricky, you definitely are in for a long ride. There's so many more left on the list. Good luck. Have fun. Not a fan of anime, then I'm assuming? No, I'm sorry. I get asked this quite often. They're like, people come in, they're like, do you like anime? No, do not like anime. The only animes I would watch is Doraemon. Big fan of Doraemon. But yeah, it's I'm not a huge K-drama person either. You watch so many K-dramas to this point. She's right. I do like the recent one. That's good. I'm sure there's a lot of good ones. Wait, Kimmy, I'm guessing this is a yes. Have you watched Goblin? Goblin's like really famous, right? Does it still hold up? And welcome in Zier. Do you have donut goals? No, I do not. I don't have donations. It's okay. It's not for anyone. Yeah. I'm not an anime watcher. Not for anyone. Yeah, no one should enjoy anime. You're right. We didn't finish Goblin because it was so question. But isn't it one of like the most like well-known K-dramas ever? I guess it is really old. What do they do? What happened? Do I want to know? What games do I play? These days on stream, I just play Genshin Impact. But off stream, I like a bit of Baldur's Gate. I've been playing a lot of TFT recently. Actually, not much. Your type. That was the typo of all time for sure. I was playing Elden Ring as well. I like Elden Ring. I don't know what else. I'm sure there's some other games. iPad game. I have been iPad gaming. The iPad is pretty good. Why don't you play Baldur's Gate on stream? Because I did try to play it on stream, but I don't think I could really get through it on my own because I don't like controlling all the characters. I found it kind of annoying. As much as I love Baldur's Gate, sometimes the combat is too much. And secondly, my computer crashed. For some reason, my computer cannot handle streaming and playing Baldur's Gate at the same time. Maybe when I get my new PC, I will do both, but I'm not sure. I'm not sure. But I was only in Act 1, and I know if my computer crashed, if the game crashed during Act 1, then it's not going to make it through Act 3. If you put aside the fact that it looks like a dad dating his daughter, what? He's way older than her, even within the plot. Like, how much older? What is this age gap? That is not great. What do you play on your Switch? Nothing these days, unfortunately. But back in the day, I played a lot of Breath of the Wild and Pokemon Sword and Shield. You're a total typo queen. You like anime to a healthy degree. Okay. On to K-dramas, and you like K-pop when you're younger, but not to an extreme degree. Promises. Okay. We'll see about that. Have you heard about my weeb severity chart? You gotta check out the weeb severity chart and see what level you're at. Palm trunk. No, I think that's fake. That's a weird name. It could be real. But I'm gonna say fake. What the hell? Yes. That sounds like something you tried to make sound real, but it's not real. Reminds me of that dad-daughter trend that trended on TikTok. What does that mean? I don't want to know. Can you stream Mario Kart World? No. Also, I don't have a Switch too. You have 0 anime merch. Okay, you're level 0? Okay, fine. I almost got you. It was close. I thought maybe there was a chance it could be real, but it didn't sound right. It looks like a 20-year age gap, and in the plot, he is over 900 years old. But like, how young is the girl? And she's like 18. Oh, okay, yeah, okay, that's great. That does. I will not be watching that. Barely 18. Oh, that's even better. You don't want to know? Yeah, I don't think I do, Mr. Mike. That sounds terrible. But yeah, that's a lot of people speak so highly about Goblin, but I guess, yeah, there's probably some things about it then, which is like maybe the main part of it, you know? Plus, you don't watch popular animes these days on a fan of the top charter. That makes you more of a weeb, actually. I hate to break it to you. If you check the chart, that makes you more of a weeb. It's like Edward Cullen and that girl. Yeah, it's just like Twilight. He is 117, or he's like 100 something, and she's 18. But they like to say on Twilight, she's like, Stephanie Meyer, the author, she likes to say that, oh, when vampires get turned, their emotional maturity stops at that age too, so he's actually technically 17. I'm like, that does not make any sense. If you've lived for 100 years, your emotional maturity is not 17. That doesn't make any sense. How does it stop? If only we thought about Executor. I know Executor is real. Come on. And welcome in, Quiff. What Pokemon is sitting on the mic? That's Leon. Don't you know Leon? The undefeated champion? If you ignore that fact, it's pretty interesting. It seems like a pretty big part of the story, though, no? Who is Leon? The undefeated champion. He has a Charizard. You don't know? It's the guy. The strongest champion. And you're a Yu-Gi-Oh boy. He is a champion. He has a Charizard, and he's very handsome and cool. You struggle to judge students who wear Twilight merch. I mean, I like Twilight when I was like 10 to 12, I would say. Like, I was reading the books. I definitely read all the books, but I didn't watch all the movies until recently. We couldn't ignore that. I think I probably could not either, Ricky. So thanks for the pre-warning. I won't be watching Goblin. I throw him out the window and then see who's winning. No, he would just get his Charizard to fly him out of there. He would be fine. But yeah, he's one of the characters from Pokemon Sword and Shield. He's the champion. Yeah, it's the real ones recognize Leon. Even in his alternate outfit, because all his merch is in an alternate outfit because his main outfit is really terrible. Like it looks like he dressed himself when he was 12 and never changed his outfit. Yeah, we have a lot of plushies and why did my wrist crack so loudly? What do I usually stream? I usually stream just chatting. We just sit here and we just yap away for like 3 hours. Mandibuzz. That's real. I think that's real. Unless you're kind of confused me with like Electabuzz or whatever that is. Bro, yes. Wait, I'm so good at this game. That's crazy. I don't even guess based off like knowing the Pokemon. Like sometimes I do know the Pokemon and I tell you when I know it. But I usually just try and guess your thought process. Should I become like a poker player? You're on a crazy streak. Let's play poker, P. I think I would guess your bluff every time. I think you're just very maybe predictable. Let's play. Is that a real Pokemon poker? I don't know how that would work, but it would work. We just been hard studying the Pokedex, apparently. Maybe it's all the Pokemon TCG Pocket I've been playing. But I don't think Mandibuzz has been on there. I don't even know what that is. I just thought that P would do a real one this time. And the one when P makes up a Pokemon, it's like there's like I can just tell that it's not a like I can just tell that the name it does not sound real. You know? Who's that Pokemon? I would fail that one. Mandibuzz is a vulture. It's a vulture Pokemon? Is it electric type? But it sounds so fake. Nah, I don't like the way I go about it is like does that sound like a name that you made up to try to trick me? You know? That's my thought process. And it usually works out pretty well. Or it's like I can tell that you put a different Pokemon's name in there. You know? It's never fun facing a Mandibuzz in Pogo PvP. It's so bog. You're still playing Pogo PvP, man? How long have you been playing Pokemon Go? Mandibuzz is a dark flying type. What's with the buzz? There's no electric type in there? You play Pogo PvP too? Man, you guys are dedicated. 4 years. That's a long time. You don't play too much PvP anymore. I see. Electric types are largely bad in Pogo PvP? That's crazy. I watch a lot of VGC videos. That's what I'm into. But do I play VGC? No. But like when Pokemon Champions comes out, I might be into that. I might check it out. We'll see. I'll see how they do it. But I'm sad that my boy Zacian is not that strong. Apparently these days, Zamazenta is a lot stronger than Zacian, which is crazy. Back in the day, Zamazenta was a joke, you know? And Zacian was my guy, and he was so strong. And now he's not like that anymore. Poor Zacian. I'm happy Zamazenta. No, I'm a Zacian boy. How the turntables, they really did. Walker and protagonist. I mean, Zacian had my time in the sun. He was very, very strong. And I don't think Zamazenta is as strong as Zacian was at his peak. I was knew he could his turn. No, you didn't. Electric types usually have high speed when they convert the stats into Pogo, which doesn't have speed. Oh, I see, I see. It makes them all glass can't. You guys don't have speed? That's crazy. That's a vital part of Pokemon. So you don't have like Trick Room or Tailwind or like priority moves or anything like that. Then into a Terra types and body press. Ugh. Next. Hey, maybe Zacian will get a Mega. You know they're bringing the Megas back? Maybe Zacian will get a Mega. And Zamazenta will get a Mega, but Zacian's Mega will be better. You know what I mean? But like, how can they really improve on, like, their typing? Like, Zacian's typing is already really good. It's all tap tap. Oh, okay, okay. Furfru. Is that like the poodle? Furfru Mega Wen? I don't know. Am I making that up? Is it not a poodle? You should have picked that. Yeah, okay, I actually knew this. Well, I'm so good at Pokemon. I knew all these things. I'll fight you guys all on Pokemon Champions with my special team. I don't know what my team will be, but it will be good. It'll be good. You heard it here first. And a shiny Furfru. It's black like your dog. Aw. You can get one, I believe. Just keep grinding. Keep grinding and you'll get one. I'm not gonna be on the latest I'm not gonna be on the latest Pokemon game anyway. I'm done buying Pokemon games, okay? Cause they keep I just feel like I got scammed out of all my money. You're gonna run Galvantula just to be Asia. Okay, so in the past I've done Pokemon battling streams, and so many people came in with teams just to counter my Zacian. Because everyone knew that I'd be using Zacian, because it's my favorite Pokemon. And so many people came in with like Zacian counters. Like there was a lot of Calyrexes for sure back in the day. And get wrecked by the ones that helped train. Yeah, you'll never live that down, huh? When I did, so that was in Sword and Shield, and then we did a Pokemon battling stream in Scarlet and Violet, and Protagonist was like, "Oh, I have a lot of money on my account, so like I can train your Pokemon for you." And I was like, "Oh, great." That also, take care, Kimmy. Great seeing you. But yeah, Protagonist was like, "I could train your team for you." And welcome in, Cookie. Hope you're doing well today. So then I was like, "Oh, can you give them like?" I was like, "Oh, can you like give them these EVs, these moves?" Whatever. And then I was like, oh, you don't have to do the Terra types because the Terra types are like really annoying to do. I was like, don't worry about it. Just keep them as they are. I don't really care. But then like Protagonist came back and he was like, oh, actually give them Terra types for you. And I was like, oh, thank you. That's great. And then when we had our battle, it turns out he gave my team defensive Terra types. Okay. So like it changes the type of your Pokemon. And then when I can't remember exactly what the matchup was, but I ended up using the Terra types to win. And it was crazy. It was great. It was like such a perfect move because it was like I don't know. I think it was like exactly the type that wouldn't get hit, and it was a clutch win because Protagonist put the Terra types on when I didn't ask for them. It was a nice gesture that came back, and so the moral of the story is, don't do things, don't do nice things for your friends that they didn't ask for, because they will use it against you. But yeah, it was a fun time. At a choice band, Arcanine locked into extreme speed against Miju's Chen. Okay, you remember who I gave it a ghost type. Nice. Yeah, it was a classic. Oh yeah, so I guess that's a normal type move. That's fun. But yeah, my team ended up working quite well. And like you also, the funny thing is that you built your team and you knew exactly what my team was. Right? Like you literally like made it yourself. So you knew exactly what I had, but you still got hard countered. Should have thought it through. Really, it was your own undoing there. Yeah, it's those battling streams are always quite fun. Unless people bring stall teams. I don't like the people who bring the stall teams. It's really annoying. Yeah, it's I always had like different options, you know, like I'm not good at battling. I'm like no, I'm not great. So like I'm not that great at battling, so I gave people a choice of like, oh, you can fight like my all legendary team, and like the people who are like kind of tryhards at Pokemon will be like, I want to fight the all legendary team and like still win, you know, they think that's fun. And I'm like, that's I think it's fun too. So at least I stand a chance if I have all legendaries. But yeah, I think the Pokemon battles are a fun time. But I'm not gonna be on Legends Arceus. But maybe when Pokemon Champions comes out, maybe we can battle on that. You crit my Rillaboom and I couldn't do anything after. I'm just that skilled. I just crit every time. Um, Even experimenting a bit with the Rocky helmet build in Baldur's Gate 3. Basically just retaliation damage. I support that. I support that. No Legends ZA. No, I don't think so. Cause like, one, I did not enjoy Legends Arceus. I thought it was super boring. No offense. I know a lot of people really enjoyed Legends, but as someone who does not like catching Pokemon, as someone who does not like battling Pokemon, like battling random wild Pokemon, I thought it was such a chore. Like I was like every time I was like I wanted to progress the story, and they're like, oh, get a new research rank, and I was like, they're like, oh, catch 1,500 Bidoofs, and I was like, oh, it's such a chore. I was so annoyed. So I was not a huge fan of that. The gameplay loop was definitely not my thing. Um, and two, I bought Pokemon Violet. The quality was terrible. I bought the DLC. Quality was still terrible. And the DLC was $45. I thought it was a bit of a scam. The Pokemon Violet was $90, and all of it was not worth that price. The game was pretty. It was, in my opinion, Pokemon Scarlet Violet were like an unacceptable quality to sell to people. So, I understand. I can see why people can still enjoy the games, but for me, I get what they were going for, and the games can be fun, yes. But in terms of like the quality of the game and what they put out and what they expected people to pay for, and they didn't fix it till like basically the Switch 2 came out. I thought it was quite unacceptable, and I felt just very like I was like I cannot give them more. I cannot, in good faith, give them more money, you know, to play like the next game. Legends ZA looks rough. Oh yeah, also like Legends does not. I've not been a big fan of how the games like. Obviously, graphics isn't everything, but um, I'm not a huge fan of how they're looking. Especially even Arceus didn't look that great. And then Pokemon Scarlet Violet, awful. They haven't even fixed the pop in. Like they fixed the frame rate on the Switch too, but the pop in still is terrible. And the pop in looks awful on Zade as well. Like Zade does not look good. Um, you're not paying $70 for Zade. I'm not paying 500 for Switch 2. Yeah, that's the other thing. Like everything is really expensive on the Switch 2, and they're probably gonna make Zade like what, $90. They're probably gonna make it the Tears of the Kingdom price, no? Or they're gonna make it 100. Like, and the fact that they're charging in Canadian dollars, Mario Kart. Someone was just asking about Mario Kart World is $120. Like that's a ridiculous price for Mario Kart, and I'm like, I think it's so greedy. You're about to start with Violet after 20 plus years without trying a Pokemon game. What did you think? In Wakamin Sushi, you're paying $70 for. I mean, yeah, nothing. Like you make your own choice. It's your money. But for me personally, I cannot. And especially as someone who didn't enjoy Arceus, right? Like I don't like the gameplay loop of the Legends games, so I wouldn't enjoy it anyway. But yeah, you remind me of the Ice Age, the baby from Ice Age. What? Thank you. I'll take that as a compliment. Like the baby? At least you didn't say you remind me of Sid from, or like the rat thing from Ice Age. I told him I didn't have a good reputation out of the recent ones, but he didn't mind because it's probably better than whatever he used to play. I don't know, he just started, but he seems to be having fun. Fair enough, fair enough. I mean, now they've patched it a little bit, so they have, um, you know, like it probably runs better now. You remind me of the rat from Ice. Thank you. I knew you would say that. You remind me of the rat from Ice Age too. The one that's chasing the acorn. That guy. I think I've seen Draconian doing exactly that in real life. Like we were walking down the street and there was like this acorn just like rolled away and he just chased it. I haven't watched Ice Age in so long. I do not know what happens in that movie. I think they're trying to like save a baby, right? That's why we're talking about the baby. Yeah, it's I'm not a like, and the thing is, I never played Pokemon until Pokemon Sword and Shield, as you guys know, and I loved Pokemon Sword and Shield. I had so much fun with it, and I got a lot of playtime out of it, and I had a great time. I played the DLC. I thought the DLC was really worth the money, and I played a lot of it. And then after that, Pokemon Shining Pearl. I played Pokemon Shining Pearl and did not love that. I really hated it. I liked fighting Cynthia, but the rest of it did not enjoy it. And then I played Pokemon Snap, which is kind of a spin-off game, but I didn't enjoy Pokemon Snap. And then I played Legends, did not enjoy Legends. And then I played Scarlet and Violet, and it was like terrible quality. And then I was like, now I'm like, okay, I've bought like 5 Pokemon games, and I've really only enjoyed one. Like, I kind of had a good time. Oh, Let's Go! I forgot about Let's Go. Yeah, I like Let's Go. But yeah, I just wasn't. I just feel like I just didn't have a good track record with Pokemon games. And and then I was just like, I don't have any like loyalty to Pokemon. Like I like Pokemon. I think they're cute, but I don't have any like childhood nostalgia towards Pokemon. So when Scarlet and Violet came out, I was like, this is ridiculous. Like I was like, this is not acceptable at all for them to be releasing it. They are the most profitable multimedia franchise in the world. Like legitimately, they make more money than Star Wars. Like, come on, they can afford to make a better game. They should not be putting this out. It's not acceptable. Monster Hunter Story Series is pretty much Pokemon. If I were you, I'd try. I think I had that recommended to me before. The Monster Hunter Stories. It does sound cool. It did seem interesting when it came up, or when it came out. But what about Monster Hunter World? I thought that's the one we had to play together. But yeah, maybe that sounds fun. I think I'm just not a huge. I also think I'm just not a huge RPG guy because that's not your jam. Oh, okay. So you're saying you're locking in Monster Hunter Stories. Okay. But yeah, I'm not a huge RPG guy. Like I enjoy some RPGs, but I think the RPG mechanics in Pokemon really annoy me because like I'm like I like when I like the Pokemon just like level up on their own. You don't have to like do anything. But like when you have to like manually level up the characters, I think that's a bit annoying. You didn't need RPG. What? But yeah, I don't know. I think I have a hard time pinning down what makes me enjoy a game and what makes me not enjoy a game. Because sometimes like there are games that like, for example, like Baldur's Gate is like the most RPG of RPGs, and I still enjoy it. Then it would just be I'm not a huge guy. Thanks, Bear. That is true as well. I'm not a huge guy. I'm a small guy. But yeah, it's a. Sorry. Don't apologize, Bear. Don't apologize. We'll accept you for who you are, faults and all. um, what was I even saying? What was I even saying? I think yeah, it really just depends. Like if there's like a good, I think I like team building. I think that's what I like. I think that's what I like. Um, I like team building. And the RPG aspects are like stuff. I don't enjoy the RPG aspects, but I like the team building aspects. So I think an RPG where you like build a team is quite fun to me. Or in Baldur's Gate, I think there's like the draw of like the story and the characters, and also I keep saying this over and over, but like the sandboxiness of the combat, like you can use spells outside of combat and you could like solve puzzles in like unique ways using the spells. And I do like that aspect as well. But yeah, I do really like team building, which I think is why the combat in Genshin has been really vibing with me. I like building characters to be strong, and I like team building. I like a good theory crafting. Miju's small guyness is not in question. She's too short to donate blood. No, there's like a chart. It's like let me look this up. Donate blood height weight and weight requirement to donate blood. Canadian Blood Services. Okay. Patients need O negative blood. I'm not O negative for sure. Height and weight requirements in the table. Look, okay, look. If you're female and you are 5'1", I'm 5'1", you have to be 100. Okay, it's kind of cutting off on the side. Their table doesn't work very well. If you're 5'1", you need to be 133 pounds. So you need to be 60 kilograms. That's crazy, right? I'm not gonna reach that. So I was like, if you're less than 4'10", what? If you're less than 4'10", you may become eligible when you turn 23. Are they assuming everyone is 4'10", is under 23? What? Or move up in the chart. All donors, regardless of age, must weigh at least 50 kilograms or 110 pounds. Okay. Wilds did a good job to make it accessible and eliminate all the usual grind for the main story part, so it might not be as annoying for you, but it's on you if you want to try it out. Okay. Thank you for being honest. I will take that into consideration. You have no idea what type of blood I have? Is that weird? No, it's normal. Yeah, no one knows. In Asia, they do know a lot of times. It's pretty common to know. They have like horoscopes based off your blood type. They're like, I'm a type O negative, so you know me. I'm always late to stuff or whatever. You know, they treat it like I'm a Scorpio or whatever. Time to eat more donuts. I don't think I can eat that many donuts, man. But it's different for men and women. I'm sorry. So let me look it up for. Oh wait, it says first-time donors aged 17 to 23 must meet these height and weight criteria. Oh, so if you're above 23, you don't need to meet this, but you have to be at least 110. That's actually more reasonable. Wait, why? Do people under 23 have less blood? I guess so. We just gotta bulk up. It's time. Okay, sorry. Draconian, let me look it up for you. If you're 4'10", you need to be 54 kilograms or 120 pounds. Do you have that? And then we can go donate blood together. I'm sorry. And welcome in, Lee. How are you? Okay, so I guess I just need to be 110 pounds. How many kilograms is that? 50 kilograms. Oh, 50 kilograms. If I bulk up, I could reach 50 kilograms. I just gotta be really, really muscular. It's time. One day. I'll show up to the blood donation and I'll like flex out of the blood needle. 6 days till you see Jenny. Oh my gosh. Enjoy, take pictures of her for me. I want to see Jenny in person. Let me know if she's okay. I've heard that apparently Jenny has been getting vocal lessons, and apparently she's been sounding really good at their live shows. So I want to see some videos. Get Bunny to help. She's jacked. Okay. I'll get the personal trader from Bunny. I am too though. Look. Oh, what is it? Look at me. Miju will flex to show off her veins to the nurses and make their jobs easier. Exactly. You know they do ask you like make a fist when you donate blood, right? But actually you can see my veins so easily. They never have any. I was bragging about this yesterday. I have no issues finding my veins. They always have an easy time. But yeah, I'll gain some kilograms of pure muscle, and then I'll donate some blood. I didn't know it's between 18 to 23. I guess I only looked at it when the blood donation lab used to come to our high school. Well, that's weird actually. Why? I guess if you're 18, I guess the few people who are 18 can donate blood, or were they taking blood from the teenagers? I have no idea. Um, yeah, once you're 23, you have to have these specific height and weight requirements, but everyone else just 110. Okay. Miju's muscles will be so dense that she breaks the needle. No way, no way. I'm ready. I'm ready. What if I just showed? What if I took a 2 week break? Okay, not a 2 week break. What if I took a break from streaming and then I come back and then I was like huge? That'd be pretty crazy. I'd be like, guys, I'm going to Japan. Come back 3 weeks later and I'm like so big, you know? Maybe one day. I've been doing okay. Actually, I've kind of been slacking on the arm workouts. Cause I feel like that's the muscle you guys will see the most, you know? I would tier 3 sub out of me. Nice, nice. I would get so many tier 3 subs because everyone would be terrified. Yeah, it's I'll keep doing my arm workouts. And yeah, I think I did my Pilates homework. And yeah, I was doing some adductor workouts. Ito cosplay now. Ito famously has no biceps. Poor guy. But maybe. Maybe if I get the 6 pack, I can do the Ito cosplay. I don't quite have a 6 pack yet. My abs are getting there, but they're not 6 pack level. I think it'd be quite hard. But one day. And then I'll cosplay not Ito, but who's a really muscular character. I mean, there's probably lots, right? It's like infinite of them. I'll be. I don't know. I need volunteers to Sharpie and Miju's abs for the Ito cosplay. Maybe I can airbrush them on. Speaking of, we were talking about Twilight earlier. And Gwen shared that the Edward's shirtless in New Moon, and his Robert Pattinson airbrushed his abs on because they asked him to get a 6 pack, and he was like, "Nah, I don't want to," which is kind of valid, honestly. They were like, "Oh, can you get a 6 pack so you look strong for the teenage girls?" And he was like, "Nah, I don't want to." Out of all of them, he chose the one that doesn't have. I think he does have a 6 pack. He just doesn't have biceps, and he's always been bullied a little bit for it because Genshin didn't figure out how to model the biceps on the characters. Yeah, so he has like stick arms. Poor guy. The new characters do have biceps, so they figured it out. Don't worry. Your boy Varka will have muscles. They changed some in the models recently, so yeah, I'll keep working out. Slowly but surely, we'll have some progress. Although I have been going to Pilates for almost 3 years now, and I'm still not super buff. I'm still weak. I still get told I'm weak, you know? I'm surely better than before. I've gone from extremely weak to just normal weak. Gotta log in and farm some free. Yeah, you gotta be ready for Varka. It's time. You do get like the welcome back rewards, so maybe that will help out a little bit. And you can be around for the anniversary. They give you like a 10 pull on the anniversary, something like that. Yeah, that'll be exciting. I'm not a gym person though. I have a gym in my building, and I like never go to it. But honestly, a lot of the Pilates workouts I get is like you don't really do them at the gym. You just do them at home on the mat. And like I don't have like heavy weights or anything like that, so but I think my cardio could use some work. I get a bit winded after walking for like 10 minutes. Which probably is not good. A husky voice juiced on Miju on physical 100. Yeah, if I ever show up to stream and suddenly like my voice has dropped, then you know that's me. I'm on steroids, or I started smoking or something. But both are pretty unlikely. remember the last time we logged in, we were getting extra primos for being inactive. I mean, the welcome back primos are pretty good. I think you get them after like 2 weeks, no? It's not very long. Started smoking steroid. Is that a thing? Can you do that? That sounds like the worst of both worlds. Like you lose like your lung capacity because you're smoking. Like your lungs become worse, and also like isn't like when you're on steroids like your cardio is not good. Is that true? Because like the bodybuilders get winded so quickly on physical 100. They have terrible stamina, right? Like they want to just like lift one thing really quickly and then they put it back down, right? But they don't do any like prolonged activity. So the other people are much better stamina wise than them. I don't know if like steroids affects your stamina. I'm sure it affects many things. I think bodybuilders just don't do any cardio in general because they don't want to lose any big. Oh, I guess that makes sense. Yeah, they're all the bodybuilders on physical 100 are not very good. They're all very like they all have very poor stamina, and a lot of their times, people much smaller than them are much stronger than them because they have a lot of like showing muscles, but not a lot of like practical, efficient muscle. I guess like actual using muscles that they would use for these challenges. So they're not. I'm anti bodybuilder. You know, I think the Olympic athletes obviously are much better. And the strongmen, come on, the strongmen are like 1,000,000 times stronger than every bodybuilder. Manual labor makes you genuinely strong, even though you don't. Yeah. And the people who are really strong are like the firefighters, the climbers, those kind of things as well. I think like you won't be like really ripped. I think the people who look a bit like a lot of times the strongest people look a bit like not like chubby, but like they look like they have. You can't tell that they have all this muscle, right? But they're actually very strong. Like the strongmen, for example. Because like I guess just having more mass does help in some regard. And like if you do manual labor too, you'll have quite a good stamina as well. Because like if you're working all day, then I would actually be the worst at that. Like if we ever, for some reason, I was like had to do a manual labor job, I would be suffering. I would be like the worst worker out of the bunch. Unless it's like, no, I would still be terrible. It's like if someone was like you have to work outside, I'd be like, I'd be terrible. Don't be getting in fights and it'll save you. My muscles are for looks, not function. Oh no! I gotta fight Scrappy then. It's time. I mean, a lot of times though you can. I think a lot of time like in physical 100 too. A lot of times they show that technique does win over someone who looks really strong, right? I mean, obviously like there's some amount of muscle mass that is really hard to overcome, but there has been a few instances of like there's been a few instances of like a much smaller girl beating like a much larger man, especially if she has a lot of like grappling training or like she's a wrestler or something. Usually wrestlers are not that small though, or stuff like that. They definitely have some good techniques to take them down. So it's very impressive, but it doesn't happen very often. But yeah, the thing I like about physical 100, it's like they're so they're all generally quite respectful towards each other, and like when they pick their opponents for the 1v1 match, they usually pick someone in their weight class because they want like a fair fight, you know. Wrestlers have the craziest card. Wrestlers are my favorite. On physical 100, the wrestlers do so well. Like they're really strong. They're good at fighting. And they're really fit as well. Like they're just good at, they're just really well rounded. And they don't necessarily like look the strongest. They're not like a lot of times they have like they're just like big in general. They're not necessarily like sculpted like the bodybuilders might be, but they're really strong. And like they have like really functional muscles, which is just cool. Maybe I should be a wrestler. Is there a weight class for me? Is there a can't donate blood weight class? And welcome in Katsu. Gudetama says hi as well. He has a new friend on his head right now. He has my fox friend on his head. They're friends. Sometimes I put things on Gudetama's head. Years ago, LeBron got into he's 6'9" and 250. Oh my god. Got into a Twitter beef with UFC fighter 5'11" and 170. You'll have to see that fight and see how size versus skill would go. Okay. Yeah, that would be interesting for sure. I mean, you should watch Physical 100. There's a few fights like that. It's very interesting. I mean, like a lot of times, mass does win. Especially like a really big weight difference is very hard to overcome. But tonight you can. What's its name? Jack named it Toby, and I asked him why, and he was like, "It's Toby Fox," like the creator of Undertale. Which, you know what? I'm not a pun person, but I do like Toby Fox, so I can get behind that. There's a 50-kilogram weight. That's the donate blood weight. No. Okay, I guess I gotta reach 50 kilograms to 1, donate blood, and 2, start my pro wrestling career. You love foxes? You like your background more now? I mean, technically, do I have any Vulpixes? I guess not. Vulpix is a fox. But I don't know where one is. I think there is one. This is Vulpix. That black thing, that's Vulpix. It's a 3D printed Vulpix that Digo made. And welcome in, Hero. How are you? Pro wrestling is something. Oh yeah, pro wrestling is like WWE. Yeah, you technically could be an amateur wrestler. Okay, I'd be an Olympic wrestler. Olympic wrestler, 50-kilogram weight class. That's me. I mean, I'm sure if I started training for it, I would reach 50 kilograms, right? Like I would gain enough muscle. Yeah, I don't want to do the pro wrestling thing. They don't do well on Physical 100. You put the pro wrestler against the Olympic wrestler, and it's no contest. I'm an Olympic wrestler stan. But yeah, there's some good ones. I mean, all the Olympic athletes are really good. I mean, it kind of has to be, right? They like train every day. Are you doing good? I'm glad. How are you in your anti-weeb community today? Pretty good. We've probably gained some new weebs today, but it's fine. It's fine. They're in control. We talked about non-weeb things. We did talk about Japanese food for a bit, but in a non-weeby way, surely. I mean, I'm always a Japanese food enjoyer, of course. Yeah, we had a long food talk, mostly about donuts. You missed the donut talk, but other than that, yeah, we're doing good. It's a really nice day out today. Maybe I should go touch grass. But it's quite hot out, but it is very nice. It is very nice. Like I cannot deny. But summers in Vancouver are really, really nice. You still haven't made dinner? Isn't it almost 9 p.m.? Do you have something quick you can make? That's really late. Maybe like a cereal dinner? No, I'm kidding. Donuts, you missed out. I know, donuts. And Japanese food is great. Love the stuff too. I know you do, man. You can't lie to me. I know your weeb status. Your Japanese is too good to not be a Japanese food enjoyer. Yeah, it's we always have so much food talk, you know. I feel like that's the thing, cause food is the one thing we can all like unite on, you know. Like no matter where you're from, no matter what interests you have, you know, we all like food. Although I'm sure there's some people that are like, I don't really care about food. I'll just eat anything as long as I get my calories, you know. You got me, of course. And welcome back, Angel. How was touching grass? What did you do? Did you go on a run? What was it like? That'd be a long run, honestly, if you went on a run. But in music, like a universal truth. No, I mean music is so broad though. That's the thing. Like I feel like um you want to touch grass and angels spawn true. Um but I feel like music is like very it's all over the place, you know? Like someone would be like, I like this band, I'm like, never heard of it. Went to the flea market and I gotta say, can't believe a flea owns this whole mart. See, this is another one of your stories, Angel, where I'm like, did you actually go to the flea market or you just No, I'm kidding. I know you actually went to the flea market. Did you buy anything? I don't think I've ever been to a flea market. I am scared of fleas. For real. Because sometimes Luca brings home a single flea and it ruins my life for like a week. Your mom got a gold... What? Your mom got a goldfish at the flea market? That's crazy. What did you name it? You gotta name it something. Yeah, I don't know what I'll do today. Maybe somewhere touching grass outside. It's not a long weekend, so it's not like super busy anywhere probably. And welcome in, Kaz. Bob, Mr. Bob. Is that the name? That could work. That could work. Bob the goldfish. I've never had a goldfish, but I think I had one of those beta fish. And I'm pretty sure you're not allowed to, technically, you're not supposed to keep them in like a small glass fish bowl, which I didn't know about at the time. It died very quickly. I don't think it was a healthy fish. She got a, is it beta or a beta? And now she's obsessed with fish. Oh no. I guess she's gonna be one of those aquarium people where she has a big aquarium of like, and she's like, I need to get my new water filtration system. I need 500 gallons of salt water, you know. Murderer, I know. You had fishes when you were younger and they killed themselves. See, I'm not the only one. They just die. I don't know. But yeah, I gave up on that fish pretty quickly. And then I got a guinea pig and my guinea pig lived a long time. She was like 8. That's a long time for a guinea pig. You're back again. Welcome back, Kimmy. You jumped out of the tank. Oh my god. My fish, we went to Japan and I left it with a family friend and then it died when they were taking care of it. But I don't blame them, honestly. They die pretty easily. I had 2 birds and never gave them names. I had 2 birds too. Can't remember their names. We had 2 parakeets or budgies. I think one was named Pico, like Pico-chan, and the other one was named Starburst, because I think my brother just really liked Starburst candies at the time. And they just flew around. They would perch on like, we had like the curtain rod. They would perch there. They just hang out. Your fish, what kind was it? I think it was the beta fish. Budgie. Yeah, we had budgies. I think my mom had budgies growing up, so she wanted us to have some birds. But yeah, we had those for a while, and then one of them just like died in the night, and then we gave the other one away to a family friend, and then it died as well. They didn't live that long. I believe I lived the typical story that your grandma flushed your dead fish, so I wouldn't notice. Oh no. How would you not notice your fish was gone? Did she replace it with a new fish? My neighbor gave one to your mom recently, and we left it outside for like an hour just so it could be outside. And the upstairs cat got to it. Really? Oh no! I'm sorry. You left a budgie outside. Wouldn't it just fly away? Or like you mean like in the cage? Your family said budgies. They flew away. What? Keep them in the cage, man. Yeah, ours were indoors, but they would fly around freely inside the house. In his cage. Oh my gosh, the cat got into the cage. That's awful. My grandma used to flush my mom's fishes when she misbehaved. What? Your grandma was so mean. Wait, she would flush them down alive? That's awful. That's awful. Your grandma's hardcore. That is crazy. Imagine being like, oh, you got a F on your homework? I'm gonna kill your pet. I mean, I guess it's a fish, but like still. Your other budget years ago flew around my room and pooped all over your guitar case. It didn't like your guitar. It was like, this is terrible. Get an Ibanez. And welcome in, Minnie. Hope you're doing well today. Yeah, the budgies do poop everywhere. If you let them fly around everywhere, they do just start pooping everywhere. That's the annoying thing about the birds. And we did have birds at the same time as our dog at some point. But I don't think Luca ever realized that there was birds flying above his head. Like dogs are not as smart as cats. Like there was no worry that Luca would catch one of the birds and kill it. Like there is no way that would happen. She would make her watch, I suppose. Real? Oh my god, that'd be awful. You won back-to-back banners on Genshin recently and got to Lolly. Don't know who I'm going for next. You should save your primos because Nod Cry is coming up. Do you like any of the Nod Cry characters? I mean, Luca's nerf. I mean, he wasn't nerfed back then. That was like when he was like a puppy. He was he could see a lot, you know? He could he could see with his eyes and hear with his ears. Yeah, that was Luca in his prime, and now he's old. That was before his arthritis and before his liver issues, before his high blood pressure. he was just chilling. Did you do your Pilates homework? I did it yesterday or 2 days ago. I think I should do it again today. Cause like my inner thighs were kind of sore because I did work them out. But yeah, I'll probably just do it like she told me to do it every day, but I'm like, that's too tiring. My muscles will be tired, so I feel like every other day is probably good enough. You honestly don't know. Watch did you see the trailer? If you watch the trailer, I'm sure there'll be a couple of units that stick out to you. I mean, just save until someone comes out and you're like, I need them, and then pull for them. That's what I do. Cats and dogs are so different. I never realized until your nephew got a cat. Yeah, cats are much more capable than dogs a lot of the times. Especially at catching things. Although some dogs are like hunting dogs, right? And they can catch like rodents and stuff like that. But my dog is like a more of a lap dog. He's not capable of that. He's very he's never gotten close to. He chases after birds and stuff. He's never gotten close. Your dog is good at catching fleas. Same. Luca is good at catching fleas. Every time I'm walking him, I'm like, do not go into the tall grass. I'm like trying to, if I see a tall grass, I'm like, do not go in there. Cause I'm like, there might be fleas in there. And then every time, like he has flea medication, right? So like the dog's flea medication, you like put it on them. And then if a flea bites them, the flea will die. But like if the flea just stays on him, and doesn't bite him, and then like you pick him up and the flea comes to you, then the flea will bite you and it will be fine. So it is not fun. Miju is only good at catching elves. Says the one who has lost like the last 5 as a real Pokemon. I think you're the one catching elves. I'm on my win streak. You want a cat so bad? Aww. Maybe you and Ricky can get a. If you and Ricky got a cat, what are you naming it? I know you guys already have like a baby name list, but do you have a cat name list? And it better not be after an anime character. Okay, that sounds like an anime character. Yoshi? Explanation. Give us the explanation. We're listening. We just take Luca's flea medication, get like 200 resistant. I should. Yeah, I'll take the flea meds. Yeah, honestly, I would. I'm okay with that. Explanation 33. Angel. Take that back. Take that back. You were on a streak before. I gave you credit for a good joke before. And you're ruining, like, it's just like, you know, you gotta just quit while you're ahead. But yeah, it's a... I like Luca as a dog now. I think it's cute. If I got a cat now, What would I name it? I don't know. Sephiroth. Sephiroth. Alucard. Shinigami Williams. Williams? No, that's the least weeby name, yeah, I've ever heard. The Williams gets me. That's a good one. Uh, and welcome in, Riley. Hope you're doing well today. Um, no, yeah, Luca doesn't have a full name. Sometimes I call him Lucas, but his name is actually not Lucas. But he doesn't know the difference. If I say Lucas, he'll be like, he'll just think it's him. He's silly. He doesn't know his name. And my brother will sometimes say like he'll call him like Stinky, and then like Luca will still come. Cause like dogs, if you like if you say something as if you're calling them, like if you just go like Pikachu, like the dog will think it's like it's just like the tone of voice, you know. You got a brother? I do. I do. Yeah, I don't know if I had a cat, what I would. I think it's kind of fun. I think human names for animals are kind of fun. That's why my dog is named Luca. I think like imagine having like a dog and naming it like Richard, you know? Like isn't that kind of funny? I don't know. I kind of like it. In Monster Hunter, there are cats that accompany us on hunts, and the one I got in 2011 was called Hyoshi by default, and used his name for all the next Monster Hunters. Kimi always wanted Luna for a cat. Luna's a really cute name for a cat. Hyoshi sounds weeby though. I've never heard of this name though. Hyoshi. When I clap my dog goes, yeah, same. Although he's kind of deaf these days, so I have to clap really loudly. And welcome in Dry. How did you get a brother? Who knows? Who knows? He just showed up one day. A dog named Bartholomew. Exactly. It would be kind of funny. No, sorry, you got BB. But we do love BB here. I have a welcome in Seta. Well, Twice will be here. Don't worry. Twice will be here. It'd be like that. Sometimes, yeah. You have good taste? No, you. You own a black tan, scruffy cat called Diesel. That's a very specific requirement, but like I hope you get that. I hope future Diesel is a good boy or girl. My dog's name is Ruby. Aw. My dog has a friend named Ruby. Is this BB? Yes, it's BB, of course. It's Dere. Good. It's a good thing you're so pungent. The way Luca knows where you are. Exactly. He can find me always. I know what I want. I mean, yeah, it's very specific. Go for it. I've never had a cat though. I've only ever cat sat a few times, and the cats I cat sit are like really such a handful, you know. I can't have a dog. I can barely take care of myself. Dogs are a lot of work. No, I feel that. I don't really, as much as I love dogs, I don't personally want a dog because there's so much work, and whenever I have to take care of Luca on my own, like when my mom goes away or something like that, and I take care of Luca, I get really worried about him. Like I wake up in the middle of the night, I'm like, is Luca still breathing? And I check if he's breathing, and I'm like, oh wait, okay, what if he just dies suddenly? I'm like, I just get really like scared, you know? So I'm like, I don't think I can handle this responsibility, you know? A husky named Ruby, cute. Technically, you have Hyoshi with me for 14 years. So you gotta pay tribute for him. You gotta pay tribute to him. Why would you sit on a cat? Come on, Angel. If I ever get a pet dog and give it a ridiculous name, like what? We need to hear the ridiculous name. I mean, I feel like you can give pets ridiculous names, and it's kind of fun, right? But just as long as but giving them to your child, that's a bit bad. We were talking about bad kids' names earlier. Like yesterday, I think. It's okay to dog sit every once in a while, but having a dog permanently would be too much for me. Yeah, it's a big responsibility. The dogs are so much work. And they only become more work as they get older, you know? They are really cute. Like dogs are so like I love dogs. Um, but it's like yeah, you have to be like ready for the responsibility, and I feel like and you have to be like really commit. You have to give up a lot of things, right, to be a dog owner. Not you know, I mean, no, you don't like give up a lot of things, but like it makes a lot of things harder. You can't just like go on vacation whenever you want. You have to have someone to take care of the dog, and stuff like that. Buford, Buford, yeah. Called them Dog, Mr. Cat, and Mr. Dog. I like that. Is Pringles a good kid's name? Yeah, they would love that. Prongles. Prongles. You crushed a whole can of. Okay, we can't bring up the Pringles, man. Apparently, Pringles are like a really controversial subject. Because, like, some people really hate Pringles, and some people will defend them. I didn't know it was so controversial. I don't know, like something the third. Okay, okay, that could work. That could work. What about that name earlier? Sephiroth. The Sephiroth Alucard Shinigami Williams. I feel like giving human names to pets is a little straight. I think it's silly. I think it's funny. I like it. Um, I mean, it doesn't matter, but like, yeah, I think it's funny. And I like the confusion, you know? Like, imagine you're like, Richard, Richard, and some guy's like, I'm Richard. Like, why are you talking to me? And and if you meet someone with the same name as your dog, you could be like, "Hey, you have the same name as my dog," and then they can be happy about that, right? Or they'll be like weirded out. They'll be like, "Oh, okay." Like you meet someone named Richard, you're like, "My dog's named Richard." Um, so I train my dog to cook first. No way. Pringles are yummy. Pringles are mid. They come stale. Um, See, this is where it starts. The Pringles controversy. It's like pineapples on pizza. Like Pringles apparently are very controversial. She'll name Meiji will name her first kid Leon. I don't know about that. Even if they're a girl. I don't know. I feel like Leon could be a good cat name. Cat name Leon. Your dog is lost and you're out at 11 p.m. yelling Bartholomew. True. And everyone's like, if people are like, are you looking for someone? You're like, yeah, my cat, Bartholomew. Pet owner, you gotta go potty, Richard. Human Richard is like, what? I actually, Maya, my name is Maya, and it's a fairly common dog name. So whenever I'm out at the dog park or something, and then someone's like, Maya, Maya, come here, and I'm like, oh, your dog's name is that's my name. Thank you so much. Like I'm just honored if people have their dog. It's the same name as my name. I'm just very happy about that. And me and my dog have a special connection. Okay. Oh no, you're anti-Pringle. No. I'm sorry. I guess you and Riley are enemies now. That'd be such a troll thing to do. Name your dog a human name and then call out to them at the dog park. I mean, they do. That's happened to me. There are like a fair amount of dogs named Maya, and I hear them being called out to, and I know they're and I do look. I'm like, oh, are someone talking to me? Nope, it's a dog. Um, and welcome inside. Yeah, hope you're doing well today. You see random people saying, "Good girl, fetch Maya." Like, oh, what? I'm ready. How am I doing today? I'm doing good. How about you? Yeah, I'm honestly, I don't have a problem with dogs having the same name as me. I think that's a great thing. But sometimes, uh, in my mom's near one of my mom's neighbors, they have a daughter with my name as well. So like sometimes I'm out walking my dog and I hear them talking to their child. Like she's like 3. So like sometimes I hear them like yelling to her and I'm like, are they talking to me? Like but they're just a kid with my name. But like I don't think my name is like it's not like uncommon, but it's not like super super common where I'm like used to hearing it out in public. Like I'm sure if your name is like, like Dan, then like you're probably used to hearing your name a lot in public, right? Like it's a pretty common name, but like I'm not that used to it. Your neighbor had the same name as your dog, and you call for your dog and feel awkward when your neighbor was. I'm sure they know at that point that your dog has the same name as them. Yeah, that's fair enough. Like you're in your house and you're like, let's say it's Dan. They're like, Dan, where are you? And your neighbor's like, are they calling for me? Are you okay? Um, you're just randomly scrolling and Twitch just recommended you. Nice, nice. Thank you, Twitch. You work at a school and there's a few kids named Riley, so I've gotten used to ignoring my name. Yeah, I guess that can happen. I feel like my name is not as common. Growing up in school, like I think there was 1 year where there was a girl with the same name as me, but she left. So yeah, I've never had like, you know, like we always had like, oh, like say two people are named like, yeah, say like Riley, fairly common name. So like one person has to be like Riley A and one person has to be Riley B, like their last name. But I've never had to worry about that, which is good. You feel sorry for anyone named Bob when Microsoft Bob came. What the heck is Microsoft Bob? And welcome in Star. Hope you're doing well today. Yeah, I don't think the name is like my name is super super common, but it's not like so unusual. I think it's a good middle ground. It's not so unusual that people are like confused at hearing my name or like don't know what my name is. Um, Sometimes people do confuse it with like Mia. Like sometimes I go to Starbucks and they're like, I'm like, my name is Maya, and then they like type MIA, which is fine. But people are usually familiar with my name. Kamina's a guy that calls everyone that does the wrong thing Ricardo, like on the road. Like if someone does something weird, he goes, "Yo, Ricardo, what the hell?" You're so excited to meet him. Yeah, I think if you're like, I'm the Ricardo. I have been doing this the whole time. Microsoft Bob versus Minecraft Steve. True. Lay's versus Pringles. Oh no, are you starting a war? More like salt. Oh, Angel with the comeback. You don't remember what it was, but there was some program named Bob. I never heard of it. To have the same name as someone in your friend group can lead to some funny situations. Can also cause drama too, depending on personality. Oh, so if like one guy does a bad thing, it's like yeah, there's a second hero in your friend group, and then they're like, um, oh, hero the other day um ate the whole can of Pringles and didn't share with us, and then they think it's you, but it was actually the other guy, you know? I didn't have to make dinner now. Okay, okay. Enjoy your dinner. It's 1 a.m. for me. I'll definitely join your stream next time. Yes, I would love to see you next time. Thanks for stopping by, Satya. But yeah, I've never had the same name as someone in my friend group. My name is not popular enough. We need a revolution. It's hard, like we need to take over. I mean, I think there has been a couple Mayas who have come to my stream, and I'm like, that's my name. They're always welcome here. You're taller than them, so they called him Little Little Hero, and he hated me for it, like full on resentment, even though I didn't call him that. He sounds insecure. That's not your fault though. Um, but yeah, if your friends keep calling him that when he didn't like it, yeah, that's not very nice either. But sometimes you gotta learn to roll. But sometimes people pick up on that, you know. Like if someone's really defensive about being short, like you know the people who are like, no, no, I'm definitely 5'10", and they're like 5'7". You know, it's like you can't. You're setting yourself up. Like just own it. Like if you just own it, it won't be like a big thing, right? Like I think sometimes that kind of energy comes off. I think a lot of times, like, yeah, I think that can happen. That can happen for sure. I think it's way, I think it's way worse to be like lying about it. You know, like if you're just like I'm 5'7", it's like sure, good, good, like cool, like. But then if someone's like, oh, I'm 5'10", you're like, are you 5'10"? Definitely not 5'10". Um, the bagel boss who had to crash out at the shop. What? What is this? The bagel boss? Was he really short? The overcompensation energy can be an ugly thing. Yeah, yeah, and it's kind of like definitely a weird energy, right? Because it's like they're already starting on like a weird foot, right? Because um, you're already starting off on a weird foot. Like if the other person doesn't care, you're kind of like accusing them of caring right from the start. Um, And like it just comes off very, yeah. It's not the right vibe. You think you met more people that make fun of their height than get defensive about it? Yeah, yeah, exactly, exactly. Like I think most people just roll. I don't think it's a really big deal to be short, honestly. Um, personally, maybe some people feel, and like yeah, there are always going to be people who are like, oh, I don't date men smaller than 6 feet or whatever. But like, who cares? That's like a very small percentage of people, in my opinion. And and again, you don't want to date someone that shallow anyway. So I really don't think it's as big of a deal as people make it out to be. I think the bigger deal is people who are really insecure about it and like have like a weird complex about it, you know? I think that's worse. I see plenty of I see like plenty of short men who are doing very well. If something looks weird, there's something wrong in it. I think I've met more people that make fun of their height than get defensive about it. No, that's a perfect sentence. It's fine. Yeah, it's completely fine. Don't worry. Don't second guess yourself, Ricky. That was perfect. You're 6'1", can't relate. Same. Height is not a big deal at all. Yeah, I really don't think it is. Maybe it is. Maybe it is to some people, but like I have no idea. You don't date men shorter than 20 feet tall. Buildings or two-story buildings or nothing. um, and we're about more people that make fun of their height than people. Then oh, like you mean like you could technically say like I think I've met more people that make fun of their height than people that get defensive about it. I don't think it's necessary though. Yeah, it's not really necessary. It's clear. Um, Optimus Prime or nothing. True, true. Do not take the second. You gotta take Optimus Prime. Like Bumblebee, no. In other words, I don't date men at all. That's a good way to filter them out. You're like, some man tries to hit on you, and you're like, nope. You're less than 20 feet tall. Sorry. You're not Optimus Prime. Your driver's license is 3 stories tall. Crazy. Imagine if your height on the driver's license was measured in stories and not centimeters. Um, well, man, it could be awkward to kiss your girlfriend if she's 4'11" and you're 6 foot, but it's not such a bad thing. You just gotta develop strong back muscles for bending down a bit. If you ain't built like a construction site. Exactly, exactly. Okay, okay. Take care, Angel. It's good hanging out with you. I'll probably get going pretty soon as well. It's almost lunchtime, and maybe I'll go touch some grass. Who knows? Um, what should I do today? Any fun weekend ideas? What do people do? What do people do who touch grass on the weekends? Do they play like frisbee in the park? Like I don't know. The Simone Biles, Jonathan Owens height difference is crazy. Isn't Simone Biles a gymnastics person? Because like gymnastics athletes are really short, no? Because like low center of gravity. um, Go touch grass, enjoy summer in Van, go to Stanley Park. I was at Stanley Park on Monday. I went to the Theater Under the Stars. I saw like a musical there. I was just there. For me, it's gym. Oh, I don't think it's gym for me. I'll do my Pilates homework. Don't get me wrong. Eat some Pringles, shopping. Ooh, go to donut store. Oh, so many good ideas. You guys are full of them. You go outside and listen to K-pop. I'm not. I don't think I'll do that. You in Cali? Nope. I'm in Vancouver, Canada. um, Gotta go buy a frisbee. If you toss it and no one sends it back, then you weren't meant to touch grass today. Wait, I'm just going to buy a frisbee and then throwing it and then hoping some random person throws it back. I don't know. I think I'm too scared to throw a frisbee. Like, what if it hits me in the face? I'm not. I live in fear of projectiles. That's why I cannot play sports. Sunday cheat meal day? Maybe. I mean, I don't really have like cheat days. I just kind of eat whatever. I generally eat pretty healthy. Um, This is for doesn't go. This is for all my ladies who don't get hate enough. Yeah, that's definitely not the lyric. They're saying for all the ladies who don't get enough haters, we'll be your haters. That's like the very opposite message. Yeah, that's not exactly correct. I'll think about the frisbee thing. Yeah, but frisbee does sound scary. You know, have you ever tried to catch a frisbee and it hits your fingers? Have you guys ever had that happen when you were a kid? That's so scary. It hurts. Crazy fear. I'm scared of the ball. I played soccer growing up. I was scared of the ball. Not a good soccer player. You filter women out by their choice of peanut butter. Creamy is bi, crunchy is soulmate. What if the love of your life, likes creamy peanut butter? You just gotta have you just have 2 jars of peanut butter in the house. It's okay. Nothing wrong with that. One of the craziest things you've seen is a 3-year-old play frisbee and had the perfect form to throw it. Your nephew did this and you're literally in awe. Damn, that 3-year-old is better at frisbee than I am. Though you've had a razor scooter hit your oh yeah, okay, I've had that. You'd make an exception for Jonghyun. Fair enough. Yeah, honestly, even if Kazuha, I mean, she's Japanese, so I don't think she's gonna have any food crimes for me, but maybe she has some weird Japanese food crime. Even then, I would forgive her. Kazuha's, she's too beautiful for that. You filter out women by nerdiness, gamer, K-pop fan, or office fan, or soulmate. Touching grass is bi. That's a long list. It's a long list. And welcome in, Rafi. Hope you're doing well. You too at frisbee skill. Yeah. That 3-year-old is going places. Maybe your nephew is gonna be an ultimate frisbee star. If my soulmate is allergic to peanut butter, then so am I. I actually don't like peanut butter at all. So I don't even have a crunchy versus smooth preference. I think they're all gross. We've been over this though. I've expressed my hate of Reese's cups, and I got a lot of pushback on that. But it's not my fault. Did my pizza rank as a food crime? Ratzi, do you have to ask? Do you even have to ask? You're doing great. That's good to hear. I'm doing great too. Yeah, yeah, we'll see. I think yeah, there's definitely some food crimes. I mean, I feel like yeah, I don't know. Just single either way. Oh no, Ratsi. It's okay. It's okay. Is it a food crime that can be forgiven? No, you're unforgiven. I'm sorry. But you'd be into that. Creamy is boring, crunchy is like a party in your mouth. Wait, what's crunchy about it, by the way? Like, I'm not a peanut butter enjoyer, so I don't know this. Like, what's crunchy about it? Like, is there like pieces of peanuts? Or like, it must have been quite the culinary hero. Are you in the Discord? This pizza is okay, look. This is Ratsy's description of the pizza, okay? Barbecue sauce, Hoshin sauce, orange pepper, pineapple, mango from a jar, pineapple and mango from a can, okay? Cheese and mushroom. And then we're like, what? And then Ratsy said, oh, I forgot the banana. What? That's a crime. That's a crime. That is straight to jail. It does have peanut pizzas. Okay. Yeah, that makes sense. That's what people mean by crunchy. I thought there was like, it was like solidified or something. You're not. You should probably join if you want to see this food crime of pizza. Join at your own risk. The Discord is here. I'll say pineapple pizza is great. I mean, but pineapple pizza, what do you think about pineapple, mangoes, and bananas? Where's the protein? Why is everything? Yeah, where is the protein? Oh, no, it looks like there's pepperoni on there. I think there's pepperoni. It's ham. It's ham. Sorry, that's the protein. Yeah. It's not a crime. It's fruit. No fruit pizza. Okay. I love this. Me too. I love how sweet. It's so. I love the vibe. You should get meat lovers with pineapple on it. That doesn't sound bad. But yeah, mango on pizza, banana on pizza. Don't know about that. Yes, ChatGPT for a pizza suggestion for the next one. Sure, fine. I don't know what ChatGPT is gonna say, but I'm sure it will give like a more normal answer than that. But yeah, it's I will not be eating that pizza. You know, caramelized banana, like that on pizza. No, bananas and pizza do not go on pizza. Or bananas and pizza do not go together, is what I mean. The one single there they have on physical media. I love how sweet. It's such a nice song. It's like finding an apple. Which channel can I see this pizza? Let me tag you in it. Let me tag you in it. It's in Cute Pics, which it does not belong here. Sorry, I cannot see like full. There we go. That's you. I'm on streamer mode, so like it like puts a dot. It doesn't say the full usernames, which is kind of weird. You once saw pizza on Reddit with kiwis on it? Ugh, that's actually the worst. Like that is. I feel like citrus fruit does not belong on pizza. You live in Hawaii, so you do eat mangoes and bananas a lot. I never once thought to put that on pizza. Thank you. Yeah, no one has ever thought that except for Ratzi. Fine, apple. No, do not put apple on pizza. Stop putting fruit. Why do you need to put fruit on there? You rescind your request from last stream to make Ratzi a mod. Yeah, you should. That crime is ban worthy, honestly. Have they released anything since the contract situation? I don't really follow New Jeans, but I don't think so. ChatGPT was cooking cereal, peas, bananas, pickles, chocolate. No, Ratzi, no, do not. Just make a plain cheese pizza, man. That would be better. There's no room for error there. Just make no cheese. Eat fruit. Yeah, eat fruit on the side. Don't. When people said eat more fruit, they didn't mean on pizza. They just meant eat more fruit. I'm stuck asking how or why. Yeah, I don't know. Both or none. I don't know. I don't usually order cheese pizza. Yeah, exactly. It feels like a waste, right? I know what you mean. Like cheese. If someone gave me a cheese pizza, I would enjoy it. But would I? If I was ordering pizza, would I order a cheese pizza? No, right? You have hot. Okay, Razzie, I think you're just rage baiting at this point. I can tell you're just rage baiting. You're not actually gonna make this pizza, right? Yeah, just have each fruit on its own. No need to put it on the pizza, and we'll be happy like that. But yeah, okay. I will leave it here for today then. Be normal. It's a tough call. It's a tough call. Yeah, so make sure you guys don't eat pizza with bananas on it. But yeah, I hope you guys have better meals than that today, is what I'm saying. Join the Discord if you haven't already. Even though there's terrifying pizzas there. If you want more yapping, I will be streaming Saturday. I always do yapping Saturday and Sunday, 9 a.m. Pacific, always. But if you want some Genshin, I'll be streaming Genshin on Wednesday. So if you don't want Genshin, I'll be back next weekend. Glad Twitch recommended you today. Me too. It was great meeting you. But yeah, thank you guys all so much for watching today. Have a great rest of your weekend, and I will see you next time. Bye.